What do you mean, we?
Alright, so, today's stream is obviously going to be Sonic Adventure DX, but I wanted to do a little bit of something different today. I actually heard, Ultimate Spider Plush is in on the know on this, but I heard a very great idea of a game that I really do want to play. So I've started, the music that you're hearing right now, behind my ugly voice, is a hint toward what's happening next week. Next week I'm using my, my choice, my, channel ownership. We're gonna be playing Sonic Triple Trouble. This song is my favorite 16-bit song, or freaking not even 16-bit. They did this in 8 bits. How? It sounds amazing. This is the special stage music from Sonic Triple Trouble, if you didn't pick up on it. But, yeah. Tales of Sky Patrol I need to pick up. I could definitely do that too. Because Triple Trouble isn't very long. But yeah, this is the special stage music from Sonic Triple Trouble. But I can do that too. I should see if I can get the ROM for that. Because I got the ROM for Sonic Triple Trouble working earlier. So, don't worry, Juke. I've never actually played Tales of Sky Patrol, so if I do that, that'll be the first time I've ever played it. But yeah, that's certainly things. Thank you for your suggestions. Thank you for your votes. I just want to let you know that, like, obviously they do, oops. They do very much help me out, because I don't like making decisions. But yeah, when I saw that from Ultimate Spider Plush, I was just like, you know what? Yes! So I installed Kega Fusion and stuff, and that's what we're going to be doing next week, is probably Triple Trouble. Maybe we'll also do Tales of Sky Patrol if I have time, but that's all for next week. This week, if I can get it to actually frickin' work, will hopefully be Sonic Adventure DX. We're using better SADX, just because... because why not? Do I have to share my whole damn screen? Of course. Oh! Aha! But yeah. I don't know. I've never played Tales of Sky Patrol, Juke. I want to. I really do. So I think what I'm gonna do next week is we're gonna plan on a 2-game stream, because Sonic Triple Trouble isn't that long. So I'll do Triple Trouble and then Tales of Sky Patrol, assuming I can find a ROM for it. But today, we're doing something all more modern. We're doing Sonic Adventure. I've got Dreamcast conversion on. I've got everything. We're doing this just like we booted up my Dreamcast that I never owned. So, let's open our hearts. It's gonna be alright. But yeah, I'm really excited to do that. Sonic Triple Trouble, 8-bit. As I said, the things they did with the music in the 8-bit era are insane. Like how they did that much in so little space. Like, you have to realize 8 bits is not a lot of data. You can only represent a number between 0 and 255 with that much data. Like, it will not understand the number 256. That's too big for it. Like, it will just melt down if you try and tell it 256. So how they did music like that in only that much space is mind-blowing to me. But I'm geeking out here. How are you guys doing? Welcome Ultimate Spider Plush and Juke. I'm sorry I was a couple minutes late. I just wanted to get the Sonic Triple Trouble working, because as I said, I installed Kega, which is a Sega emulator, onto my machine, and I was just making sure that that would work for next week, because I want to test it out before we go live. Meow? There it is. Well, I thought the game crashed here for a minute. That's a very possible thing. Juke says it was on Gems or Mega Collection. It's pretty different. I think that was on Sega Gems, because it's one of those weird games that nobody thinks about. And that's basically what Gems was. Ultimate Spider Plush. Now that city's a Hydro city. A Hydro city. I even, like, when I said it out loud, I'm just like, Hydrocity. No. That's how I say it. I respect people who say it the wrong way. Alright. Let's join our favorite hedgehog as we begin his adventure. But yeah, how are you guys doing today? I'm sorry I was kind of all over the place. I'm just, my body wasn't ready. Apparently. I should probably, if I exit out of...
Oh, yeah! This is
happening! Wrong way, you say. This means war. Yeah, it's honestly so dumb. Like, I respect both ways. I personally have always said it Hydrocity. Just because it's one word. There's not a space in there. Like, you know, and I understand, like, it's been officially said that it was meant to be Hydro City. If you actually listen to the Japanese version of it, it's Hydoroshitie, which is, I'm definitely butchering that for one. And for two, it's literally Water City. So, Hydoroshitie. I guarantee you, if someone who speaks Japanese is listening to this, they're probably like, my ears!
Oh yeah, this could be fun.
Yeah, I respect it if you guys think that I'm wrong. I know I'm wrong, actually, because they've officially said that it's supposed to be Hydro City. I just refuse to say it that way. Because to me, Hydrocity just has it sounds cooler. It sounds more fluid. And for a water stage, that's the entire point, right? Pun entirely intended. Come on, Chaos. Speaking of water, look at this big drip over here. There we go.
Hey, I'll play with you some other time.
So this is actually my first time proper playing better SADX. So, though I played Sonic Adventure plenty, it was the normal DX version. This is better SADX. It's a fan mod that fixes a lot of very annoying things in the game.
Come on, you big
Not
drip.
all of them, but
Where
a lot
you
of
going?
them. Juke's asking, would Frontier spoilers be okay to discuss now? I've beaten Frontiers. Let me think. When did Frontiers come out?
You know nothing, fool.
Let me double check that. 'Cause I honestly, I don't personally mind, but yeah, I mean, it's been a month. I'd say as long as you don't, like, go too far with it, like, try and keep it somewhat vague. That'll be what I say. Like, honestly, I could care less. I've played the whole game. I know what's going on. But I don't want to, like, ruin anybody else's experience. So, as long as you can be a little bit coy about it, I'd say that's fine. Ultimate Spider Flesh says that they've never played Sonic Adventure. It's a good game! It really is, except for Biggs levels. Biggs levels can be annoying if you don't know what you're doing, which I didn't the first several times I played this game. But I've got to go and rescue our favorite Blue Boy Tails. There we go. Boing. Okay, can you not die? Yeah, it's a good game. I've never played, like, the original Sonic Adventure on the Dreamcast. I don't own a Dreamcast. I've only played the Director's Cut through Steam, which is what this is, except for it's being modded back. Zhu says a certain egg memo certainly changed how I view the supposed god of destruction. Yeah, the egg memos, oh my god, those are... I don't have them all. I've listened to most of them though, and I know which one you're talking about. But that's really cool that they've like tied the ancients and the Coco and chaos and all that stuff together. I won't get into how they do that or what, you know, sort of tie they have to each other, but it is really cool. Because we know from this game, spoilers for a game that's about as old as I am, that Chaos is like a mutated Chao, but we didn't really know anything past that. So now that we're getting more lore about that, it's really cool. I love lore. Lore is really cool. I can't do Dennis's song. Maybe I'll do it next time, because I was talking in the middle of it when it started, and I was just like, oh, shit. But yeah, I'll definitely do My Love Is Your Love at some point today. That's for sure. Ow. Yeah, how are you guys doing today? Hope you're doing well. I'm doing alright myself. Just playing a game on a Saturday. That's what we do over here on my channel. I'm not very good at it, but I do it. Ah, yeah, he tries. Which, we do have commands, as always. Feel free to use those. I have a feeling we're going to get a lot of yes in this game, just because of what it is.
As soon as you land on a panel, or else you'll fall.
Ow. Can you not blow me up, monkey dude? That'd be good. There we go. Woohoo! There we go.
Yeah, not bad.
And Tails is safe. Best part of better SADX is that it fixes the enemies that go invisible. Before they were almost impossible to hit because they constantly poke. Yeah. Better SADX fixes a lot of nonsense. That's why I'm using it. I used to be, forever and a half ago, I used to be absolutely 100% any sort of mods. Like, I wanted to play the game that Sega sold. Like, I wanted to play the game that whatever company sold. And then I got introduced to some actual mods that are, like, quality of life stuff, which is what this is. Better SADX is full of quality of life modifications, which means it makes your life easier, it makes the game play better, it makes you have a better time. So I'm not a stickler about it anymore, but I used to be a wicked bad straggler about it. You know, it took me, as I said, this is my first time properly playing through better SADX. And I've played this game at least a dozen times. I don't know why. I can't tell you why, because I don't freaking know, but... Oops. DX is a downgrade in my opinion, but this mod restores the original version, so I love it. Yeah. See, with me, as I said, I never owned a Dreamcast, so having the original just wasn't... That wasn't possible. I don't own the hardware. So I didn't realize how much of a downgrade it was until I got my hands on better SADX and turned on all of the Dreamcast mods that restore everything. Training is... Okay. So I do go to the mystery rooms. Thought I did. I haven't played this game in a hot minute. I'm not gonna try and be like Brent to a speed run. I'm just playing the damn game. Yeah, the nice thing about better SADX is you can control how
If it isn't Sonic.
it does things. Like, if I didn't want the Dreamcast models, I could shut those off. But I honestly like them better. The Dreamcast models look
The greatest scientific
better,
genius in the world.
in my opinion.
Whatever you say, Eggman.
Enough!
Enough!
Big plan. And now I'm gonna put them to work.
I'm lucky to
You're
have
always
one
up to
says
no
shoot.
good.
My dad was a
Now
big
what
gamer
do
in the
you
80s and 90s, so I got my hands on
Chaos
all that classic hardware before the basement flooded.
Or else.
Well, that's
Or else
awesome,
what,
except
you
for the
big
fact that
loser?
it got flooded. I think I remember you telling me about that. That sucks. I hope it, like, is okay, like, once you try it out. Because as long as it wasn't plugged in or anything, it should be okay. Like, water's not great for electronics, but if you don't have it plugged in, then it's kind of like, you could get lucky, you know? So I hope you get lucky there, is basically what I'm saying, and that it will turn on and be fine, because that's kind of a cool thing to have, and it would be unfortunate to lose it to water damage. That's a lot of damage!
All systems.
Bonk.
Ah.
Yeah, I don't have... The most classic system I got my hands on ever was a NES.
All systems.
But that was very much at end of life when I got it, so... I played it for like a little less than a year and then it finally gave up. That was... F me, that was like a decade ago now. I'm old. Juke said a lot survived, but my DS was ruined. Yeah, anything battery powered is probably gone, unfortunately. That sucks, man. As I said when you told me that your basement had flooded the first time around, I am very sorry to hear that. That sucks. Definitely not a good thing. I know one of my friends not too long ago had a fire in their attic that basically did the same thing. Like, there was a lot of... Thankfully, most of it survived, but there were a few ticket items that kind of got
That wasn't so hard.
destroyed.
Aha!
Aha!
Oh no!
Poor Tails. He just got the Chaos Emerald yanked right out of his grab.
Come on, Chaos. Time to eat.
Chaos?
Okay, is it gonna pause if I do this? Yes, it will. That's unfortunate.
Oh no, isn't that the same monster I saw the other day?
Ah, yeah! I have a memory that lasts 5 seconds! There's not enough memory in my memory card.
Oh, yes. It's just as the stone tablets predicted. His strength increases every time I feed him a Chaos Emerald.
Yeah.
With all 7 emeralds in him, he'll be invincible and work for me.
Okay, I know I'm not the only one to say this, but how does Eggman seriously think that Chaos is gonna work for him? Like, really? You have an all-powerful guy. That's not gonna work for you! It's not gonna work for anybody! It's a god! It works for itself! Juke was saying sorry to hear that happened to your friend. Yeah, as I said, thankfully it wasn't as bad as it could have been for certain. I have a story about a fire. I was driving home and I went through a smoke and burning house. It was really scary. It looked like hell on earth. Yeah, that would be spooky. I've seen some images of stuff like that where it's just like places, especially out toward the Midwest, that are just, it looks like literal hell on earth. And it's just like, A, thank God I don't live there. B, I feel bad for the people who do, because it's just like, the Midwestern US is just like on fire half the time. This place is on fire. Yeah, around here, fires aren't like that big of a deal. It's just like, it does happen, it happens everywhere. And it does suck, but there's a lot of water around here, so it's not really that big of a deal. Well, there's our first death. I'll just death set one it. Cool. And I do apologize, I once again forgot to put it on low latency mode. And YouTube's being a dink. YouTube is a dink sometimes. It's just... That's no good. The platform. Like, why are you not on low latency by default? There we go. Juke was saying that that was a bullshit death. Yeah, that was a little bit of bullshit. This game, it shows its age. Like, better SADX certainly fixes a lot of issues with it, but this is a 20-plus-year-old game. It's gonna show its age. It's, you know... There's a few bugs and glitches and things that you wouldn't expect in a modern-day game.
Head straight up. You should be able to get out of the tornado.
Ah, yeah, that tornado's carrying a hedgehog.
Panel number 1. It will take you
Okay,
to panels
Atikal,
2 and
you
3.
don't need to tell me what
Jump
the
as
hell
soon
I'm
as you
doing.
land on a panel or else you'll
I
fall.
know what I'm doing. Boing. Plus, I don't... Is this Streamlabs shit not working again? Probably because I used death set. Let's use just death reset. And hope it works. Streamlabs sometimes can be a pain in my ass. Because it works when it wants to. Alright, let's restart Streamlabs. Sorry guys, just technical difficulties as per usual. Oh yeah, this game has aged a lot better than some others. Like, there are more recent games that have aged way worse than this. That is for dang sure. Alright, I might have to just run the death counter manually today, unfortunately, because I don't know if I can get Streamlabs working in a decent amount of time. Hey! It lives! Thanks, Streamlabs, for taking 20 minutes to work. Alright, back to the game. But yeah, this game has aged a lot better than some others. Like, I'm sorry. This game has aged better than Sonic Colors Ultimate. It has! Like, this game still looks beautiful. That game is just a ripoff. Like, it's just like Sonic Colors, but we ported it. Like, they didn't redo anything, we just are just like, we're gonna be lazy and just port this shit. Juke was saying, I think it aged better than SA2, but that might be a hot take. Ooh, yeah. That, I don't know. I know, friend of the channel, Super Nintendo 64, would definitely argue on that one. Vinny loves Sonic Adventure 2. I honestly... I'm sorry, Vindo, but I've got to agree with Juke here. Like, SA2, for as good as it is, like, it doesn't age quite as well as this did. Like, that game screams, like, the early 2000s, and so does this one, but this one is kind of, like, very loose compared to that, you know? They both have their pros and cons, how about I say that? Yes. So I don't want to, like, completely get disowned by Vindo. You know, I don't want Vinny to completely just like be like, ouch! She's out!
The train headed for Station Square will be departing soon.
Ah, yeah, I better be on that train. Fucking camera in this game sucks. Let's go back to free camera. Okay. There we go. That's one thing in this game that no matter what you do, it sucks. It's just like, it's... That point definitely goes to Sonic Adventure 2 for the camera. Though it's not much better in SA2, it's definitely better than it is here. Yoink. Alright, let's go! Alright, I need to remember where the hell I'm going after this. Casinopolis, okay. Yeah. Yep. Okay, yeah.
Better get going.
Sonic, better get going! I literally, you stood still for like 3 seconds. SA2 mapped everything to one button, so Lightspeed Dash hardly works for me. I like mech levels, but they're not why I play it. Treasure hunting levels had a worse radar. Yeah. The radar... Why they didn't keep the radar style from here is beyond me. Like, having you be able to tell where all of the emeralds are at once is very nice. Especially if you played SA2 on the actual Dreamcast, which you might have, Ju.
Once you have enough power, release the button and
you
can do
didn't
the
get that little
dash.
exclamation point
The
over Knuckles' head
lets you
that's just
race
like,
toward
it's
rings at
here!
light speed. As long as there's a trail of
So it
rings,
can
you
be
can go just about anywhere.
torturous to figure out where the hell it's trying to get you to go.
Ready, go!
I think even Vindo would have to admit that. Like, that just sucks. Ah, yeah, I came in the back door. Screw you. Yeah, the treasure hunting levels... I'm not much of a fetch quest guy. I don't like fetch quests. I don't like search quests. They're just annoying to me. But then again, I've also played Tails Adventure, which is literally one giant fetch quest, but Tails.
The train headed
That's
for the
literally
next
why I
train
played
to
that
the
game. It's
departing
just like,
scene.
but Tails! Go! There we go. Ah, yeah! Time to satiate my gambling addiction. That's the word I was trying to think of yesterday. Frickin' A. I couldn't think of the word satiate for the life of me yesterday. I'm a dumbass sometimes. Though you guys all knew that. You came into this stream knowing I'm watching a dumbass play this game. Alright, let's go to Nights into Dreams. If this table doesn't give me enough coinage, I'll go to the other one. For the variety of locations in this one compared to SA2, not that SA2 doesn't have level variety, but this one has more unique places. It's missing space though, Arc is badass. Yes! The Arc is badass, that's for dang sure. But yeah, I do... This game very much is just like, hey, you know... It's an adventure. It truly feels like an adventure. SA2 is more a story. Like, and there's nothing wrong with either of those things. There really isn't. But Sonic Adventure, you play it for the adventure. Like, you're not really here for the story. There is a good story. SA2, you're not really there for the adventure as much as you are the story. Hopefully that makes some lick of sense. Because to me, like, just the variety of locations, the level of detail on a lot of just, like, simple things are very nice here. That just didn't happen in Sonic Adventure 2. Like, I do like the idea of the, what this game calls adventure areas, the open zones, that would come back in Sonic Frontiers. I love that idea. Just, like, having a big space to wander around and then access the individual levels from there, as to be like, okay, and now you're here. We don't know why, we don't know how, you're just magically here. Oh yeah, I love them both too, shoot, don't get me wrong, but, yeah, if I had to pick SA1 or SA2, I think I'd be playing SA1. But one of the dogs in the house just scared my cat into my room. They do that. Whee! Okay. But yeah, like, I honestly... both games have, like, their great moments. Like, SA2 is definitely, like, deeper, darker, better story. Shadow. But, you know, like, this game I love. Welcome to Dylan's Most Obvious Statements, episode number 27, everybody. I love Tails' story in this game so freaking much. Because it's just like, it's... I'll get into it when we actually play as him once I finish up Sonic. But it's just such a good story. You can't not shed a tear at some of, like, the stuff that goes on in Tails' story, because it's just so adorable. And then in SA2, Tails is just kind of like, there, in his fucking mech for no good reason. I don't love the mech levels, personally. Like, they're hard to control. Tails could just fly. That's a thing. That's his namesake ability, is, you know, he can fly. Alright, I know I could have gone down into the sewers, but I did want to play, both machines, so I purposely decided to just take the L as time, is concerned. The real reason SA1 is better is because of Big the Cat! Well, Big is in SA2, just not as active as he is in this game. This is the first time I'm playing the Sonic table with this mod on, and I can tell it looks like somebody turned my RTX card on. Really. Like, it's the level of detail is a lot higher on this. I like this. Because in normal DX, this is just annoyingly bright. It's just bleached out, but here it's just like a nice, cool, casino-y, dark, with lights in the right places. It feels like a true casino game. I know I fucked that up. I'm really good at messing these up. Honestly, I should probably just go into the sewer, or else we're gonna be here for 20 years. Yeah, that's Lantern Engine for you. I love it. I do. That's one of the things from the Dreamcast conversion that I really appreciate, is that they brought back what is known as the Lantern Engine, as opposed to just static lighting. So, like, is that a giant pinball machine-esque Ultimate Spider Plush? You know it. That is a very big pinball machine that I was trying to get ejected out of. I think you have to, like, fail miserably. I don't remember what the precursor is to get you to go down to the depths of hell. But I think it's just fail. Come on. But yeah, this is a giant Sonic-themed pinball table. I love the aesthetic. This is, you know, it's very fitting for Casinopolis. And as we all know, Sonic has a very bad gambling addiction. Why is it not letting me go to the damn sewers? Maybe I have to do it from the Knights table. I know you can go to the sewer in this frickin' game. I've done it a million times. That's where most of the rings are in this stage. But yeah. And this is also a giant pinball machine, just themed into Nights into Dreams. Because this was actually an advertisement for Nights, which would come out a couple months after this game, if I recall correctly. I might have that back password, I'm not sure. Okay, so it's just not letting me go to the sewer. That's fine. This is fine. It's a Sonic tradition. SA2 Unleashed, Colors, and 06 are all missing wacky pinball stuff, though. Yeah, I mean, minor spoiler, but it's even in frickin' Frontiers, right? They're just like, the love of pinball outdates time. Which I love that. Like, the ancients liked pinball so much that they built it into one of their mechanisms, and it's just like, yeah, they liked pinball. Why not? Yeah, I don't know why it's not letting me go into the sewers. It might be a glitch. Or maybe I'm just being a dumbass. Whatever. We're halfway there. You're halfway there. Go for it. Which I actually have news on that. So for those of you unaware, that's a very common thing to hear over at Super Nintendo 64's channel. It's from a old advertisement game that was included in select boxes of Captain Crunch cereal. I've actually recently gotten a virtual machine to have that game running. I don't know if Vinny will ever use it. I might use it. It's a dumb little game, but it's kind of fun. It's kind of like a mini little trail garden, except for you raise these dumb little things called crunchlings. I have a lot of games that I just should play someday. Like, as I said, next week I'm definitely playing Sonic Triple Trouble, possibly Tails Sky Patrol if I can get my hands on it. Ooh, looking to use a command. Now that Streamlabs is actually fucking working, they should work. But yeah, you are more than welcome to use any of those commands. Death Plus is just if I'm too slow. I'm too slow! And I forget to give myself a death, then you can give me a death if you are subscribed, which I'm pretty sure you are. If you're not...
Oh, yeah! This is happening!
Yeah! Very appropriate drop. There's also Tails saying there's not enough memory in the memory card from this game. Which we'll never have to worry about, because I've got 2 terabits of disk space here. But back in the Dreamcast, you had your storage in the VMU, which was only 512 megs.
When life gives you lemons, don't make lemonade. Make life take the lemons back.
I love that. But that's one of my favorite things that Paulino Shaughnessy has done is that drop right there on Ultimate Slash. Because it's just so random. But it's also surprisingly fitting. Tails would just be like, you know what? Fuck your lemons. I'm gonna go and just make these things blow up in your face. Literally. Okay, I wanted to go into Nightmare, but maybe I'm just being dumb. There it is. Okay. It's I know how to do this. I've played this game enough times where I should be a pro at this. Yes, it is a Portal 2 reference. I haven't played the Portal games in a hot minute. I have played them, but not in a while. Though admittedly, those games have 0 replay value. To me. Because it's any sort of puzzle game has no replay value to me, because then you just solve the puzzle really fast and you get a story that you already know. What's the point? But maybe it's been long enough. I might stream that one of these days, because it has been a hot minute. Ideas are certainly welcome. If you guys ever have a game that you're like, oh, you should really play, I might just be like, you know what? I'm gonna play that. Ultimate Starter Plush is the reason why I was thinking Triple Trouble for next week, because that game, they did it in 8 bits. That's not a lot of room of processing power, So I love that game. I might also try and get Tails Sky Patrol working if I can. Because I've never played that game before, and I want to. And now that I've got Kega installed, I've got excuses to emulate things. So I don't love emulating if I don't have to, but at this point, it's just whatever. If I had a way to stream it from my 3DS, I would. But I don't. Because I own Triple Trouble on 3DS. Valve always makes bangers when they actually bother to make games. Yeah, they do. They do. Another really good company that I've been having a lot of fun with recently, that's kind of the same thing, is Quantic Dream. The two games that there is being Quantum Break that I streamed once and that flopped hard, and then Detroit Become Human that I've been playing personally. And they're great games, but I am starting to realize that Detroit Become Human shares the same issue that Quantum Break has, which is the replayability winds down really fast. But that's like every game that gives you choices, I suppose. Like, the Telltale games had that same issue. To me. Where it's just like, yeah, your decisions matter, but they don't change much, you know? You can't really change the ending very much. You know, like, the story is always the same. It just kind of happens a little bit differently, you know? Somebody's not there anymore. Somebody's dead. Somebody's alive. Somebody, you know, it's like, whatever. It's a good job they put that step there. So I thought I just screwed myself up. Alright. Give me the Oh, yeah! Let's look at the back of this wall! Camera clipped through the damn wall.
Yeah, not bad.
But honestly, like, companies like that, Valve, Quantic Dream, you know, they don't make games very much themselves. They just kind of whatever. But when they do, they're pretty good. Valheim might be fun if like survival games. I can play that again. Yeah.
Oh no, the Chaos Emerald!
Oh no, you
I don't own that
Oh
one.
jeez!
I haven't heard of that one actually. Juke, wall mode, yeah. The camera in this game, even with the
Oh
mods on it,
man, what happened to
still
that emerald
sucks.
we just had?
That's not the modder's fault. The camera in this game is just like
I
bad.
guess Eggman's
Because
got
there's
one
some
of them.
things in this game
But
that
the
you
other
just
one's
can't
safe.
program
That guy must
out
be
of it.
desperate.
That means his 2 to our 1, and that's not good. Come
That's no good.
on, Sonic, we need to get busy.
The train
I couldn't help the classic Sonic reference there. Just that's no good. I was also checking Streamlabs because it had like a shit ton of notifications for me. Several of which were like, hey, we know we aren't working right now very well. Sorry about that. We're back to working now. Gee, thanks. I didn't notice. Yeah, survival building, I mean, I've played No Man's Sky on my own. That's a good game. Valheim was super popular a year or two ago. Cartoonish Viking survival game. Might have to look into it. Once Christmas passes. Because I'm kind of... Right now, I'm trying not to, like, what the... I just moonwalked! I'd like to point out that I just moonwalked up that rock. But, I'm trying not to, like, buy anything before Christmas, because A, I have to buy Christmas presents, and I need money. And B, like, other people need to be able to get me something, so I can't just, like, buy everything I want. Because that would make that hard. Yeah, I feel like I've heard of it, but not, like, not to the point where I'd, like, recognize anything about it for any appreciable reason.
Hang on to the icicle and jump. You should be able to jump backwards, but don't hold on too long. You'll slip right off.
Yes, ice is slippery. Thank you for that very, useful bit of information to Cal. Whoa! It's a good job we're supposed to go down here. Ow. Okay, so there is a spring right there. One of my friends told me they got stuck on this part for, like, ever. So. Juke was saying, totally fair, it is, if it isn't expensive Black. It isn't that expensive if it's your interest, though. On sale for 14, retail is 20. It's an indie game. Gotta watch my spending as well, yeah. 20 bucks for a game, honestly, especially nowadays, is not bad. I bought this game on sale for like $4. This is one of the cheapest games I ever bought on PC. Like, this was only like $3.99 or something on sale. Worth every penny. I bought cheaper, but not that I've had this much enjoyment out of. Like, I bought a 99-cent game that I literally don't play. Because it doesn't want... I might actually want to throw that in the VM, because it doesn't run properly on Windows 11. But it might run just fine in a virtual machine. I didn't think about that. Further research is required. Alright, it's time to snowboard. I like that this snowboard was just conveniently there. That's my explanation for this. Someone just, like, someone is in that poor avalanche. They got ran over and their snowboard got carried down to that ledge and rested there, and now this hedgehog is just like, ah, yeah, a free snowboard. I'm taking that. And then someone in the avalanche is like, my brain, everyone. Whee! Bonk. I love the little tricks you can do in this. They don't help you, but they do. Yeah, Juke was saying another Sonic tradition. Blankboarding. Yeah, it's snowboarding, sandboarding.
Okay.
Planesboarding, streetboarding, like, there's all sorts of boardings.
Yeah.
Where's Sonic Goes to Boarding School? Or is that just, frickin' Sonic Schoolhouse? Is Sonic Goes to Boarding School? Yeah, honestly, this tradition makes a lot of sense. Sonic likes to go fast. He doesn't like caution. And this is like both of those things. Let's go fast on a tiny little rickety board, down a big hill, and go as fast as fucking possible. You know, like, there's trees everywhere. You could very easily hurt yourself right here. But, you know. Duke was saying that's some deep lore, Dylan LMFAO. Yeah? Well, hey,
Yeah,
it's
not
true. You know, that snowboard had to come from somewhere. And, you know, the blankboarding, as you said, it's definitely a Sonic tradition. You know, we've done a lot of just like, let's take a board and go down. Insert thing here. Where the hell am I going now? I should know where I'm going, but I don't do this. I'm not like Brent Zone. I don't do this every week. I did Ice Cap, Twinkle Park. Okay. I don't need to get anything weird here. Yep. Sorry, I'm just trying to make sure I don't miss anything, because if you miss anything, you have to go back.
The train
And I
headed
don't
for
want to do
Station Square will be departing soon.
Excuse me. Dang allergies. That is that. Sneeze
up,
count
Knuckles?
1. Ah, Fuckles, it's Knuckles.
Something bugging you?
I should have put "oh no" in the
No
freaking
time for
voice
games,
clips.
Sonic.
We have a
Give me the
no.
emerald you have, right now.
If you guys want to use the no
What?
command to
Let's
fill in
just
for
see
the
you
"oh
take
no,"
it.
you're more than welcome.
Oh no. Oh no. Give it your best shot. Oh no.
Give it your best "oh no."
Oh
Whack.
no! The Chaos Emeralds!
My favorite Sonic character, Fingers the Echidna, says Juke. Nice.
Eggman.
All I can think of, admittedly, is that
Like
really dumb
taking candy
meme
from
of
a baby.
Walter White saying, you know, and this is my kid named Finger. Just
That's a
that
Chaos
meme.
Emerald.
That might be intentional.
That's
But-
right, fool! You made it all too easy! You practically gave them to me!
It's like taking candy
Hold
from
it
a
right
baby.
there, creep. You can't get away
That's fine.
with this.
by me.
Knuckles, don't tell me Eggman tricked you again.
Me? What about you?
Way
He
to
didn't
go,
trick us at
Knucklehead.
all. What do you mean, what about us?
Now I have 4 lovely emeralds! Chaos!
Blah. I'd like to wonder where Chaos
These are for
came
you, my
from
friend.
here. Like, he just kind of shows up. Like, suddenly Chaos. Like, did he come out of the waterfall behind us? Or what?
Oh, he transformed again.
Man, no one
Juke
ever
saying
cuts
Breaking
us
Bad
any
beats are
slack.
his lifeblood. Fair enough, my dude. Tails is my lifeblood. That is, like, Tails and Kitsunami. Just any sort of floofy, cute fox, and I'm all over that. But memes are also, like, great things to get a nice laugh. Some of my friends make really bad Breaking Bad memes. Just, and then some random bullshit like that death.
When Chaos sticks his head out, it's your chance to attack.
Shut up, Tom. Ah, yeah! You can take your advice and shove it up your echidna hole. Don't worry, I've got a death counter already, Ultimate Spider Punch. That's what the death command is there. I think Reddit's okay buddy chicanery has more than Elder Scrolls at this point. I mean, honestly, that's fair. Reddit in of itself is just like a giant lore shit post. Yeah, if you're ever curious how many times I've died, just issue !death without the plus sign, please. Oh, get back here, you big trip. There you go. Oh dear. Come on, Chaos. I feel like this is taking a while. Then again, I watch a speedrunner do, well, sort of speedrunner, Friend Zone, do this every week, and now I'm just like, I'm going so fucking slow compared to him. But I also don't know what I'm doing. I have no idea what the hell I'm doing. But that's just Sonic all the time, honestly. Like, Sonic never knows what he's doing. It's honestly a miracle he wins as much as he does. There we go.
Some other time.
Sonic is gone. He's just floating on water. Sonic can't swim, but he can walk on water and just float there. Perfectly fine. Ultimate Spider Flesh was saying they bought a Silver Surfer and Superman crossover comic. Ooh. Well, I hope you, you have a good time reading that. That sounds like it could be fun. There's a lot of wacky people out there, says Juke. I think Reddit's where I learned about the one who shall not be named from this point on, Sana Juke. Yeah.
The egg carrier.
Oh boy.
But it
Yeah, that's a cool find.
power of chaos.
Crossover comics are always,
Until
in my
we meet
opinion.
again, my friends.
Couldn't have Sonic just jumped into the giant suction beam and just got to the egg carrier that way? But no,
Hey, we can't
you
let
gotta
him get
go the
away.
long way.
Let's get to my workshop and we'll take the tornado.
Yeah.
But
You
then
guys
again, it
go.
gives Tails a chance to fly the
I have some
tornado away.
unfinished business to take care of. No problem, Knuckles. We'll take care of everything here.
Ah, yeah, you go
Come
and
on,
be used.
Let's get going.
Less. We'll take care of it from here. We can now play as Knuckles. My goal is for possibly a full playthrough, but at very least Sonic and Tails. Because of course I'm gonna play as Tails. Have you met me?
Sonic, wait here for a second.
Have the Batman and Hulk one. Hulk wasn't as close as strong as he is now back then, yeah. Found it at the flea market. That's a good flea market find. It's a really good flea market find. But yeah, as I was saying, I hope you enjoy it. That sounds like it could be a lot of fun. As I said, I love crossovers. They're nice little excuses to get characters from different universes to interact with each other. Wouldn't do so otherwise, you know? Like, you're not gonna see these people interact on your normal everyday.
Sonic, hop in.
So, it's just like, oh, but what if there was an event that made them do that? I love that trick. I really do.
Let's go.
I'm sorry, what? The audio mixing is horrible in this game. And that's one thing that this mod actually preserves. They've actually gotten hell about it, and they are like, no, we did that intentionally. Like, this game's not supposed to have good audio mixing, so we didn't remix it. We could have, we just didn't. Wow. I haven't been to flea market in a hot minute. Weird flea market finds of mine. One of the ones that comes to mind is, why am I pausing? Well, because it's gonna force me to pause when I go over here. Batman beats his ass if that crossover happened today. Batman would be a Apollo on the ground, says Juke. Yeah, honestly, my bet would have been on Hulk. All respect to Batman, but it's just like freaking green power type monster versus that guy who's rich. Sorry. The result's obvious to me. But the last time I went to a flea market and found anything like really interesting was a while ago. I found some floppy disks at a local flea market, and I picked them up because at that time I had a computer that had a floppy disk drive and they worked. It was the silliest little thing though, because like they were 512 meg floppy disks, so you could put like next to nothing on them. But I just picked them up and used them because they were cool. That was like several years ago. That was one of the coolest flea market finds I've found. It's just floppy disks. Ow. Laser! It's a good job Tails builds good planes. So I know you can do the whole just hang out here in the top right corner thing, but I want to actually play the game. I'm not here to do any like speedrun strats. Bonk. Yeah, I'd love to see, like, now that Sonic's owned by ID, or not owned, but being
We did it.
Way to
put
go,
into
Tails.
comics by IDW, seeing some crossovers with some IDW IPs, as well. Like, I'd love to see, like, a Ninja Turtles Sonic crossover. I know I'm not the only one there. And I just think it's cool. I think it's a really neat thing that they should do more often than they do. Ah, yeah! I failed! 61% accuracy. That's horrible. It's better than if I'd have just hung out on the top right corner, but it's not good. Woo! Smack. Ah, welcome
Tails?
home, honey. Sonic X
Tails?
Gravity.
You're not who I'm looking for.
Juke said he found a shamseer at a flea market. Guy called it a
I wonder
scimitar.
if he's okay.
Those aren't real. It's just a European word for Eastern swords. Yeah, a scimitar. Scimitars are real things, actually. To a point. Like, you're right. It is just the Eastern way of... the European way of saying Eastern sword. But, like, the shape is very much called a scimitar. Like, that's not... that part's not the scam part. Might have been real, might have been a prop. Either way, I wish I got it. Yeah. It's cool. That's for sure. Where the hell am I supposed to go now? Because I just came out of, frickin'... oh. Go to the grassy area. Fight Knuckles. Sky Chase Act 1. Oh, I need to pick up Amy. I need to take Amy on a date! There we go. Let me in! There you go.
Sonic, wait up!
There she is. The best anime! Which the second part of that's out now. Amy is Best Anime Part 2. I don't know if you guys saw that yesterday, but that was something!
Bird is in trouble, so you need to be his bodyguard for a while.
Bird!
Kidding.
If you don't, we're just gonna tag along anyway.
There's a couple cool things I wish I would have gotten in the flea market, like, over the years. Like, I know there was, at one of the, flea markets I visited, there was an old Genesis game. And I really thought about getting it, but there's a problem with that. I don't own a Sega Genesis. So it would have been completely worthless to me. But I still did want it. I didn't get it. But I do kind of regret that, because it'd be a cool thing to have.
He's just a chunk of cheesy hardware.
I think it was actually like Sonic... I want to say it was Sonic and Knuckles.
Oh, now what? Huh?
Like, don't remember. That was like 2-3 years ago.
It says shoot.
But it was like 20 bucks, and I didn't have that much on me at the point. So I had like $5 on my person at that point in time, and I was like,
Amy! Wait!
Ultimate Spider Plush was saying I also buy a lot of Spider-Man plushies.
That
Well, that
girl is
explains the
such a
name.
pain.
I don't blame you. Honestly, plushes are kind of a really nice thing. I have a Tails plush that I picked up at my local Walmart when I saw it. That I love it. Like it's a little too yellow for my personal preferences. I think Tails is more properly orange than he is yellow. But I can't complain. I'm happy. Ow! Cheesy hardware, delicious, says Shoot. Yeah. Gromit, it's cheese! It's the cheese! Speaking of cheesy hardware, I'm absolutely plugging myself shamelessly here, but if you want to see me play on some cheesy hardware emulated, come by next week and we'll be playing Game Gear. Because I'm absolutely going to be doing Sonic Triple Trouble and maybe even Tails' Sky Patrol if I can find the ROM for that. Big thanks to the Internet Archive for that. Ultimate Spider Plush says they have to take off. Be right back. Well, thank you so much for coming by. I appreciate it. As I said, I do hope you guys are doing well. I think I asked you guys how your days were and didn't get a response, but feel free to tell me how your days are going. Feel free to chat about anything you may like, even if I'm blathering on about something completely unrelated, because I like to talk. Used to have so many Sonic plushes, had to get rid of them though. I see them going for hundreds of dollars on eBay sometimes, and it really hurts to see. Yeah! Like, I don't have anything cool like that. Like, I just have, like, a Tails plush that's way too yellow that I picked up at Walmart that you could go to Walmart and pick up right now. It's just the most recent Jack-specific Tails plush. But I have seen, like, some of the original, like, GEs and stuff like that that are going for hundreds and hundreds of dollars, like, pristine in box, and it's just like, A, what's wrong with you? And B, like, Jesus Christ, like, that's just insane to me. Like, I get... Juke was saying their day has gone well. Not much has happened. Glad to be here. Well, I'm glad to have you. Always good to see you guys around. It is my pleasure to be your host here. I'm not very good at it, but I'm trying. Whee! Stay right! Which, okay, maybe this is weird. Am I the only one here who thinks they should have done, like, a proper Sonic bowling? Like, I think that would have been really cool if they did, like, Sonic bowling. You know? Just that little minigame, but it's a whole-ass game like Sonic Spinball. But nonetheless, I'm glad you're doing well. It's always good to hear. And I hope that you can enjoy the stream. I'm trying to do some interesting stuff. Trying not to die is one of them, and I'm still alive, staying alive, blowing up monkeys, you know, just an average Saturday, nothing to see here. Alright, charge up. Sonic Extreme Sports, yeah, that'd be cool. But honestly, that's kind of like what Sonic in the Olympic Games is. It's just like Sonic plays random sports. So I guess I kind of do have to give that one to Sega. Juke says, bowling in outer space. That would honestly be cool. I would love if there was like a bowling alley on the Ark. Like, that'd be really cool.
Yes.
Like, just randomly Gerald built a bowling alley in the Ark. Shadow, I've finally done it. I've built a bowling alley in the Ark.
Yeah, not bad.
I like how that little gelatin dude was still
Welcome to
trying to
Twinkle
murder
Park.
me.
Oh, shoot! I've lost Amy. I bet that robot hauled butt after her. I'd better
Shadow
catch her
basketball.
before it does.
That'd be kind of cool. Would Shadow be the ball though? Like, how are we gonna work this? Like, is Shadow the basketball or is Shadow playing basketball? Because I think he would be pretty against being the basketball himself. I have a bad feeling that he'd be like, no.
Ready?
Alright, hit the button.
Go!
Get in there, get in there, get in there. Fuck you. I hate this power-up. It's impossible to freaking get. Well, it's not impossible, but it's hard. It's very difficult. You've got to time it just perfectly. And then the camera fucks you over. And then you've got to do it all over again. Yeah, I think seeing Sonic characters do sports outside of, like, the Olympics would be a cool thing. Maybe someday. There we go. We got a water droplet.
This
Shadow
is the
probably
crystal
hates
ring.
basketball. Shadow
This
hates
reduces the time
almost
needed to store
everything.
power for the Lightspeed Dash.
I don't know. I'd have to ask Vindo on that one, because he's more of the Shadow authority than I am. I could tell you if Tails likes it, but I don't know shit about Sonic other than like the basic stuff. That's not very true. I know a lot like canonically about Shadow. I just don't know like random bullshit I've made up about him because I haven't. I do have a lot of random bullshit I've made up about Tails though. It's time for speed! Juke says, basketball. Waste of my time. Yeah, probably. That honestly seems very Shadow. Alright, let's do this thing. Aw, shit. I missed the speed shoes. I still made it, though. I don't think you're supposed to be able to take this upper route without speed shoes, but I just did it, so... Shrug. Ah, yeah! I just broke the game! Alright, let's go up. Going up! So I'm not going to talk about it much, because it is, like, a very hot topic. It's still fresh on our minds, but, how do you guys feel about the Game Awards and the big L that they handed us? Because I'm honestly kind of pissed. But so is everybody. They're like, what? Your love is my love, my love is your love. We share the same love, so we should stop and make it, baby. Welcome back, Ultimate Spider Plus. You are coming back to, me singing Dennis's song. Yeah! Extra life! Always a welcome thing. I can't fucking see. Also a very welcome thing. But yeah, welcome back, Spider Flush. Shadow is an edgy skater boy from 2001, so skating would be his favorite sport if it is a sport. I think you could argue that almost everything is a sport. Like, bowling is a sport, golf is a sport, skateboarding is a sport, like... If it involves physical activity and is competitive in some manner of the word, then you could argue that it's a sport. Juke was saying I won that night personally. My favorite games won a shit ton of awards, but Frontier losing players vote sucks a lot. Yeah. Honestly, like, I'm gonna be the Sonic fan in the room. Or more aptly, the Tails fan in the room. The one that upset me the most, like, I knew Frontiers didn't have a really good shot at players' vote. Because Genshin, though I agree it shouldn't have fucking been there to begin with, because it's several years old now, has a bigger player base. It's free, so more people play it than Sonic.
Here we go!
But Sonic Movie 2 losing the best adaptation blew my mind. I think that's bullshit in my mind.
Yes!
You know, like, I that was the one that really upset me, was when Sonic 2 lost the best adaptation. Because I thought it had, like, a solid chance. But that's my opinion. Ultimate Spider Plush said I actually didn't care about Game Awards, I just watched it because I was bored. That's fair, and honestly, like, as I said, I can't be that upset about it because our response as a fandom shows how much we loved Frontiers and Sonic Movie 2. Because the entire Sonic community, if you go on Twitter or Reddit or literally any sort of social media, is in an uproar because we lost. We wouldn't have done that if Sonic Frontiers and Sonic Movie 2 was shit, right? You know, we would have been like, okay, yeah, we deserve that. We deserve that. Huge Twitter drama was so damn stupid, that's when I stopped caring about the player's choice. Yeah! Yeah, that was really, really dumb. And that's why I actually made a post about it after we knew that Frontiers had lost. My first post about it, other than being salty, was don't be an a-hole.
Amy?
Like, yeah,
Oh, man.
I agree.
Where can
Genshin
she
shouldn't
be?
have been in the running. It's several years old. This is the 2022 Game Awards. It's about games in 2022.
I'll
But
cut 'em off at the Mystic Ruins.
at the end of the day, people loved that game. They voted for it. Don't make their life hell for loving a game. You know, if Frontiers had won and Genshin fans had done that to us, we'd have been in a fucking uproar. So it's kind of, don't do to others what you wouldn't want done to yourself, sort of a thing. Hey there, Astral Inferno. How are you
Hey
doing
there,
today? We're
bull
playing
brain.
Sonic
You
Adventure
better
here.
give Amy to me
Or,
I'll
as
squash ya.
I was being really dumb about it, Better Saturday Adventure is what we're playing today. To be honest, Edgerunners and Arcane do a better job of adapting their games. Edgerunners is literally set in the
Hey,
Cyberpunk
what's
canon.
happening here?
All of its locations are in-game locations. That's fair. Astral, I'm glad to hear you're going well. Sorry Plush says, I like Twitter, but I hate the drama. Same, man. Twitter is a great place. There's a lot of awesome people on there. But there's also a lot of very dumb drama.
Shoot!
Like,
I lost her
I've
again.
gotten in Twitter fights over the dumbest things. Like, I got in an argument with one person on Twitter because I shared them something I thought that they would find interesting. But that shouldn't have been a fight. Oh, you're fine, Juke. I probably edited it out or just was like, that's fine, that's proper grammar. But yeah, there's a lot of dumb drama on Twitter. I try and stay away from it, but there's really no, like, definitive way of staying away from it. Juke was saying Sonic 2 is pretty good, but loosely adapting stuff. Yeah! I think Sonic Movie 3 will get better at, like, the adaptation bits of it. Like, they just...
the ancient light. Try the light speed dash toward the
I
enemy.
think the biggest
With
issue
this,
I
you can
have
now
with
do
Sonic
the
2...
light speed attack.
I'm a Tails fan. Knuckles took 90% of the screen time away. Like, you really didn't get much... Like, we got
If
plenty of
only that monkey
Tails.
guard wasn't there.
But it really feels like the story focus was on Knuckles. I feel like Tails kind of got robbed in that sense. Which is unfortunate. But I still love the movie. I do. But I would have loved if Tails would have gotten proper spotlight for the movie. Rather than just being... Okay, Two-Tailed Fox is here to save the day, which I love that! Don't get me wrong. And then, oh look, Red Echidna. Who's Knuckles the Red... What did he say? Who's Knuckles the Red Hot Rage Monster, or something like that. Which was funny, because I watched that movie just after I watched Clifford the Big Red Dog. So I caught that reference
Some rockets
immediately.
require men to push a stick.
Knuckles, sweet. Yeah. Figures the Echidna wins again. Nice. Yes, he wins. He wins. But, and like, as I said, I can't be mad as a Tails fan because we got Colleen O'Shaughnessy to voice Tails, which was awesome. I was so afraid that they weren't gonna let that happen. And that they were gonna, like, try and glamour cast him, as I like to call it. Cast him as, like, someone more popular. It's just like, use the damn game voice actor, please. She does such a good job. That was a... Where was my homing attack? Where the hell did my homing attack go?
You what?
I pushed the A button very clearly twice there. I was due a homing attack. There we go.
Move forward by attacking the
I
enemies.
know. Oh. What was I saying? Oh yeah, as a Tails fan, I can't be upset on Sonic 2 at all. Like, I love the way they played Tails. I just feel he could have gotten his own story. He could have gotten his own time to shine. But then again, Sega's never really let him do that. Yeah, exactly. Tails' whole arc is done in, like, one scene. Tails' whole arc in the whole movie is over in one, like, maybe 5-minute scene. It really, that does kind of piss me off. That's just like, we do get the sort of Sonic Adventure, like, Tails finding himself, but we get a ultra compressed version of it where he just goes from being a worried guy and being like, hey, I don't do frontline stuff, to him shaking Sonic's hand and just suddenly being fine with this shit. Like, okay, that went fast, but I get it. Knuckles needed the attention more, I guess. Astral was saying, ooh, yeah, big ooh. If you want to talk about something that divided the fandom, there's that. Big ooh is actually something Sonic has said in the IDW comics. And I find it hilarious. I think Sonic would totally fucking say that, too. He just wouldn't know what to say. And just be like, big ooh, and shrug. So I honestly love it, but I get why people are like, what the hell? Whoa. Excuse me. Perp, count one. Astral Inferno said, oh wow, yeah. Yeah, exactly, Shuki. One dance battle, Tails' entire story was done. He was just a sidekick for the rest of the film, which is fine. Like, Tails belongs by Sonic's side. Yes, absolutely. Tails is a sidekick. I'm not gonna try and sell that short or complain it away or anything like that. I understand it. Like, Tails is a sidekick. He always has been, always will be, and I'm fine with that. But just because you're a sidekick doesn't mean you can't do important things. Like, you know, Robin, for example, going to the Batman universe, which I know a little bit about. Robin has his own freaking whole ass backstory. He has his moments where he goes on his own and just kind of does his own thing without Batman, and it's awesome. Sega, outside of his couple of like spin-off games,
not bad.
never really lets Tails do anything on his own. But I do have to give credit where it's due. Ian Flynn is fixing that. Because in Frontiers it is, Tails straight up says, you know, hey, I don't do much, but I'm gonna start doing that. And then if you've read the Tails 30th anniversary comic, that was a freaking love letter to Tails fans. Too short of one, but it was a love letter nonetheless. Knuckles got good this year. 3 new actors playing him across film, games, and TV all sound amazing. He's finally being characterized better. Yes! Knuckles definitely needed focus, yes. I agree that Knuckles, like... Knuckles deserves the love that he's getting, the overhaul he's getting. I just wish, as a Tails fan, that Tails would have been first. Like, I just wish they would have, like, pushed it back a little bit on, like, the whole Knuckles miniseries. Like, it's cool, yeah, and I'm excited for it, don't get me wrong, but where's my Tails miniseries? Like, I want that more, but then again, I'm a Tails fan, so what do you expect? Yeah, exactly, that's my point, Juke, is, most Robins, eventually Bats is just kind of out of the picture, and then they kind of become their own thing. And that, absolutely, I can see that happening to Tails, especially, like, now that Ian Flynn is in control of him. Don't get me wrong, Flynn has his issues, so does everyone. But I love the way that Ian Flynn approaches Tails, because it's just, like, it's a lot more akin to this Tails. Like, yeah, he's scared, but he's not gonna let that stop him. He's gonna use all of his knowledge that he's accumulated from Sonic over the years to save everybody. You know, he's gonna use his tech prowess to help everybody out. Which, speaking of, has everybody here seen the Sonic Prime reveal? Because if anything screams Tails fans, that does. Because I love the idea of a Tails that didn't have Sonic. A Tails that managed to make it on his own. I love that. I really do.
Ready? Let's go!
Like, I'm not saying that I don't want Sonic and Tails to be a team, but I love the idea of just, like, Tails, but Sonic wasn't around. Sonic wasn't there to save him. He had to do that himself. So I love the idea. I am so freaking excited for that. I don't know if any of you guys have ever watched a little comic dub called Where Was My Hero? But that's basically that, except for way darker. Shook, I respectfully disagree. I like the references. I do. I think they're needed. Because here's the thing. Sonic over the past several years has kind of been all over the place. Flynn's whole point on it is to bring the Sonic continuity back into one piece. Like, it's kind of like a million little pieces that are, like, all over the freaking map. His whole job is to bring them together. So I like the idea that he's pulling references and being like, hey, this happened. Does he do it a little too much? That's up to debate. I think he does it very well. Like, I loved seeing Sonic 3 and Knuckles in Sonic Frontiers. Like, that was awesome to me, you know. But I understand when people were like, but why? Let me read here. First Sonic Prime episode is on Roblox. I watched a pretty interesting take on Tails. Yeah, I haven't watched the first episode yet. I chose not to.
Alrighty, we're in.
We gotta land on the egg carrier.
But because I'm kind of trying to keep myself out of them.
What's that?
There's no landing here.
So
in this
yeah,
mode.
his name is apparently Nines in that universe. Interesting. They were needed, I agree, but the endless. Oh yeah.
Wow,
The lyrics
this thing is
when
really
when
huge.
IDW became a sing-along for a hot minute, that was
No time to
confusing
talk
as hell.
now. We need to
I
find
agree
Amy.
with you there, Juke. That was kind of pushing the line.
You're
Like,
right, my friend.
why aren't
So
we
here
suddenly
go.
singing? Like, why is this just suddenly Sonic the Musical? I didn't ask for that. Nobody asked
Don't
for
get
that.
too many ideas, you fools. You haven't seen the power.
Like, there's a right and a wrong
Yeah.
place to do references, and that was definitely, like,
Get a
the
load of
wrong-ass place to do it. I 100% agree with you there. And that's, like, one of my things, I say this all the time, but if you have an opinion that's different from mine, please don't take that as, like, your opinion being
It's
wrong.
changed shape.
Because,
Did you see
A,
that?
everybody's allowed their own wrong opinions. B, if you explain your opinion,
This
I
makes
might
it
have a
harder for
moment
us
like
to get
that
to
where
the
I'm just like,
bridge.
you know
I
what?
hate it when he
You're
doesn't
right.
listen.
Like, you are freaking absolutely on point with that one, Shoot.
Is through the sky dash.
I hated
Find out
that.
If you can figure this one out.
Oh yeah? Well, I'll show you. Bring it on.
But yeah, I'm imagining Tails takes the name Nines because of his
This
2
must be the
natural
way to the
appendages
sky deck.
and 7 unnatural appendages. Like he's just 9-tailed. Which I do like that. Like, hi there, Cordell Grace. Welcome to the stream.
Dispose of any intruders.
My name's Dylan. That death is a thing. But yeah, my name's Dylan. What you see is what you get. Just an IT guy who loves Tails. That's about all there is to know about me. Frontiers references are a different story when it comes to references, but 90W got a little annoying. The references don't even play 90% of the time in Frontiers. It's just idle dialogue.
Any intruders.
Yeah, I was talking to Skull902 about that the other day. That's honestly kind of dumb. Especially because you have to wait like 5 minutes to trigger idle. It's just dumb. It could have been, that part of Frontiers could have been executed better. Like, have Sonic stand still for a minute and then he really should be like starting to chat and get a little bit antsy. Sonic doesn't like sitting still. And you're fine, Juke. I don't even think I noticed that. And I do the same thing though. It's like I rewrite old comments and then it's just like, but I kept parts I didn't want. Yeah, hi there, Cordell. I hope you're doing well. How are you doing today? Welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for coming by. As I said, I'm just an IT guy who loves Tales. That's about it. I'm also very bad at video games, but I play them every single Saturday around 2 o'clock Eastern time. Unless something else is wrong. I'm stuck. There we go. Yeah, you're fine, Juke. I have a freaking speech impediment, so I'm sure I've done stupider. Like that grammar error right there. Stupider is not a word.
No!
You have no idea how timely that was, Juke. You have no idea. Cordell was asking, how are you doing today? I'm doing alright. Got some tea, just having some fun in Saturday Adventure DX here. How are you doing? Hope you're well. Whoa! Don't listen to me. Special thanks to friend of the channel for clipping that no. Bonk, 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 bonk. Yeah, dyslexia wouldn't help you. But yeah, I get it. I really do. There's no need to apologize. As long as I can make like some sort of sense out of it, it's fine. And even if I can't, that's probably my own fault. Like that's a me failure, not a you failure. So you're absolutely fine. All kinds are welcome here. I'm not normal by any means. I'm an absolute freaking weirdo. So I can't judge anybody. Rugged!
Yes! Strong winds will blow you off course. When the ship
Tikal will
increases
distract
speed,
you.
hang on to something.
Which I know Vinny admitted that he pronounced Tikal's name wrong the first couple of times. I never did. I always knew her name was just Tikal. I didn't say it wrong, ever. Now, but then again, I had a friend who had played this game and told me how to say it before I even asked, so I kind of don't get the free pass there, because I knew the answer. Yeah! I got an extra life. I have, honestly, a lot of lives. That's gonna help a lot when I get to the end of this game. Fuck. I had to open my big mouth, didn't I? I can't see. Missed a checkpoint, that's gonna hurt. Don't die! Oh, I'm stuck. Well, this sucks. I'm alive. I don't really know how, but I'm alive. Wow. Come on, go. Alright.
Strong winds approaching.
I don't want strong winds, but thank you, AI voice. Thanks, Sage. Watch that lore drop that this AI that we hear here is just like an in-dev Sage. I have no idea. When I was young, I didn't know her name, so her name was Red Nobby in here. Yeah, that's fair. Before, I did see her once before a friend told me that her name was Tikal, and at that point, I just called her the Red Help Orb. That was it. It's just like the little Red Help Orb. That's as complicated as I got with her name. I didn't even give her like the honor of a proper name, like not Red Nobby. It was just Red Orb. Iron Boots. Alright. Sorry, Tails, I don't know what you got hit on, but you gotta be more careful. Can I do the skip? No, I can't. There we go. I did a little bit of the skip. Not quite the skip I was looking for. Yeah, I just called her the red helmet. That's about it. And let me push the button. There you go. Pull up, pull up, pull up. There you go. Let me push the button.
Yes!
Eggman talks in this level? That's new to me. Yes, that's part of the Dreamcast mod, actually, because he does talk in the Dreamcast version
not bad.
of this game. When the shift tilts, he yells at Sonic, being like, you know, like, "Hey, you think you can walk all around here?
Is that it?
Time to
It
show
might
you what's
be.
what." You
But
know,
let's
like,
check out the bridge.
I don't know exactly what he says because it's kind of unintelligible, but it's something along those lines of like, "Hey, Sonic, you really think you can get through here? You know, fuck you."
Sonic!
Hi, Ames.
Ha! They're too late.
Not the birdie! A Chaos Emerald!
Correct.
No way!
Be gone, all of you. This is all I've been in.
I know Eggman is like statue, like full of himself, but he says, you know, "Hey, this is all I need. Be gone. I don't need anybody else." And then he calls on help. He's like, "I don't need anybody. Gamma, I need you." Ooh, Juke is ordering the Wendy's pretzel bacon pub burger from Wendy's right now. That's a good damn burger. For those of you who don't know, I drove over 200 miles, all said and done. 100 miles there and 100 miles back to try that burger, and it was worth it. That's one of the best burgers I've ever had. The only burger that can kind of hold its own against it is a Five Guys burger. But that's only because there's a Five Guys like 20 minutes from my house. So, it's a lot easier to go to Five Guys than it is to frickin' Wendy's. But I hope you enjoy it. The Super Nintendo 64 meal is really good.
Step aside, Amy! Out of my way!
No! This robot is my friend! He
Yeah.
helped me! Don't hurt
I
him.
wish there was a Wendy's closer to where I am. There used to be.
Okay.
There used to be a
Whatever you
Wendy's
say.
only about like 40, 50
You
miles
must have your
away.
reasons.
But it closed for several reasons. Most of which was the fact that it's part of a failing mall, or it was part of a failing mall. That I honestly don't know how it's still
Take
open.
Amy and get out of here.
Because it's just like the middle of nowhere mall. Nobody shops
That
there.
man and put him out of commission.
So it went out of business, and like every business that's in there goes out of business. Juke was saying there's a local place, won't say the name because it'll reveal where I am, but they got the best burgers and fries in the South. Yeah, that's fine. I wouldn't ask you to reveal where you live. I'm not going to tell you where I live. Like, Five Guys,
If I'm to
thankfully, is a pretty,
I need to
big
change
thing, but I'm
this
not
ship
going to
back
name, like,
to
there's
its
a local
original
pizza
shape.
place that I won't name
There
that
must
makes
be a switch
made
somewhere on the
past
bridge.
tense, unfortunately.
I've got to find
like
it
the best
now.
pizza, but ever since there was a really bad storm several years ago, they kind of sucked nowadays, and it's very unfortunate because they used to make like the best pizza, but now it's just kind of like, oh, really? That's what you call pizza now? Yeah, best burgers around here gotta be Five Guys. Best Pizza is that place I won't name for the same reason you aren't naming your pizza place. I don't want to give anybody any idea as to where I am other than middle of nowhere, eastern coast. That might as well be Canada. Like, I always make the joke that when I sneeze, it's possible that someone over in Canada says, "Bless you." Again, another scene that I love the Lantern engine in. Like, Chaos looks a lot better in Lantern than he does in, like,
Chaos.
quote-unquote proper
Could this be
Lightning.
the same beast?
Oh yes, attack Sonic now!
Froggy?
I must say Froggy!
If he's your friend, I'll help you. Just leave it to me.
Now I have 6 of the Chaos Emeralds. There's only one more
So
left
I'm having,
to find. I even
Honey-
found Chaos's missing tail.
You won't get away with this, you madman!
Honey Chamomile,
I
that's what
will.
it is.
You're no
Honey
match for
Chamomile
Chaos,
tea. I
even
couldn't think of
though
the word
he's not
chamomile.
perfected yet.
So if you're wondering what I'm drinking, that's what
Chaos, destroy them all!
I am
immediately.
drinking. Here in Canada reminds me of Maine, says Juke. I love that place. I want to go back. Want to go back to Canada as well, LMFAO. Yeah, Canada's a great place. I haven't been to Maine, but my father actually lived in Maine for a hot minute, so he'd know more about that than I do. But yeah, Canada.
No way! I can't believe it!
I've been to Canada a lot. When I was little, we used to go up to a town that I won't name because it's literally right across the border from us in Canada. And we would eat at a Chinese place that has the best Chinese food. And I am saying, like, the best of all time. Like, they are the GOAT of Chinese food.
No way!
I remember when I was little, I would eat bowls upon bowls of their rice. That was my favorite thing there when I was little, was their rice. But I should go back to Canada. You saying Canada now has me craving that that Chinese place. I want to just go there for dinner tonight. You know, can't do that. It's not that easy anymore, unfortunately.
No way! I can't believe this!
Because I know I could go, but whether I could come back or not is the problem. Especially post-pandemic, they're kind of like, we're not sure if we want to let you back. When I went, it was pretty cool in its own gray way. Bar Harbor was cool. Then like a year later, they made it into a place in Fallout 4. That's cool. That's kind of interesting. You mentioned Bar Harbors. That's like
there,
right
Knuckles.
around where
Glad you finally
my
made
dad
it.
would have been
I thought you got
several
lost or
years ago.
something.
So that's kind of funny.
Until we meet again, Sonic!
Stop! Come back here!
All right, so we're through Sonic's story. Yeah, I really should figure out like what the deal is with going to Canada and back, because one of these days I really should just go to that Canadian place, or that frickin' Canadian Chinese place,
I hate Eggman.
and have a shit ton of
Where's
rice. Juke was saying Portland was cool too. Yeah. As I said, I've never been to Maine. My dad would be the more statute authority on that. Oh, we're not done Sonic Story. I'm a dumbass. I need to do Lost World. That's where someone else's story ends. I'm sorry. I was just like, okay, I'm done. Wait,
That light.
that ain't right.
I think it's trying to show me something.
Ah, yeah. It's trying to show you the way to your doom. Tikal was just secretly trying to kill Sonic this whole time. I can now pay with big. I forget how many stages Sonic has. Yeah, Big and Knuckles' stories end there. That you're right, Zhu. I saw Big and I was just like, oh, I'm done. No. I've got this mess to get through. Lost World is an okay level. I love the idea. I love the idea of, like, ancient ruins and stuff like that. But it hasn't aged well. I will say that. Especially when we get to the mirror gallery, that's a pain in your ass. Ow! I just got a spike up my hedgehog rear. Open. Alright.
Press this
Let's
switch
push
to raise
the
the water level.
We're pushing the Nintendo Switch here. Love the aesthetics and soundtrack. First part isn't the best. Yeah, exactly my thoughts. Exactly my thoughts. Like, soundtrack bops. The level design and aesthetic. Well, the level design as in, like, aesthetics look great. But the actual, like, level design as in layouts, it's shit. It sucks. I don't hate it as much as some other people. Ultimate Spire Plush, I can try. I can definitely try and beat a level without any rings. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that here, though, because I think some of these halls are pretty tight. I'll try. If I get a ring, then I'll just consider that a fail, but I'll try and go around the rings for you. How about that? I'll try and do a no-ring run of one of my least favorite levels in this game. Let's... Oh, yeah! Take that, wall! Oh. Did not mean to collect that ring. Tails levels are easy to do without rings, yeah. I'm just gonna say as long as I don't get hit, I'm fine, right? You know? Because that's really what the rings are for, is just 3 hit points. So if I get hit, then, you know, whatever. I unfortunately did collect a ring, so I'm kind of... And there's the hit. I knew that was going to happen. Get out of here, you fucking chameleon. Yeah, I definitely will, like, try and do at least one level where I do that. Remind me, Ultimate Spire Plush, and I'll absolutely
Press this switch to raise the water
I'm
level.
all for a little bit of a friendly challenge. I might suck at it, but I can definitely give it a try. But Shuk is right. I could absolutely do the Tails levels ringless. Oh crap! I can't see a godforsaken thing. All right, button. Okay, I have a curiosity question for all of you guys. You guys know who my favorite Sonic character is. That's easy. It's Tails. But, who are your guys' favorite Sonic characters? I'm curious. If you want to chime in, if you don't want to chime in, that's absolutely fine. Please don't die. Sonic Maurice Hedgehog, I told you not to die. Yeah, who's your favorite Sonic character, if I may ask? Juke was saying unrelated, Robo Espio has been destroyed, yeah. Ooh, we got a Blaze and Silver fan in Astral. Solid choices there. Blaze is my favorite Sonic series female. Abso-freaking-lutely. Blaze is my favorite Sonic series female. She deserves a lot more love than she gets nowadays. I do love Blaze. She's a great character, so. And Silver, same idea. Like, he's a great character. He kind of gets the shitty end of the stick. So thank you for chiming in there, Astral. I love him, yeah. Ultimate likes Knuckles. fair choice. Knuckles was always like a little hot-headed for me, but then again, I can be a hothead, so I can relate to him. Juke was saying his favorite always changes. It's hard to pick. Yeah, that's fair. That's very fair. Kimosabe, welcome in. Says, hey, Dylan, didn't know you were streaming today. I usually stream every Saturday, so this is a pretty common thing for me. How are you doing today, Kimosabe? If you want to participate in the conversation we were just having, I was just asking people about their favorite Sonic characters. Mine is very obviously Miles, Tails, Prower. But my favorite Sonic series female is Blaze, for certain. Juke said, oh my god, the part with the flames was so stressful to watch. Yeah, it didn't help that the camera just spazzed. The camera had a spaz attack on me. So that didn't help at all. How am I not dead? Astral was saying they also like Shadow. Also a good pick. I didn't used to like Shadow, to be honest with you. I thought Shadow was just an edgelord. Because my first sight of Shadow was very not good. It was just a little clip of him from Sonic Adventure 2 being an absolute douche. So I was just like, he's a dink. I hate him. And then I started to learn about his character, and then I met Vinny, and I was like, you know what? I actually kind of love him. You know, he's a good guy, and he has a reason to be the way he is. Intro guys was saying, Fade the Sniper. Also, hi. Hey there, Intro. Thanks for coming by. On the next episode of I Shouldn't Be Alive. I couldn't agree more. I should not have lived through that. Welcome in, Intro guys. Fang the Sniper, huh? That's a deep cut. I like that. Knack the Weasel, aka Fang the Sniper, is a solid choice. Kimosabe was saying they're good. Glad to hear it. Also, favorite characters are Shadow, Blaze, Tails, and Knuckles. Very solid choices. But yeah, how are you doing today, Intro? And also, I'm glad to hear you're doing well today, Kimosabe. Juke was saying, I'm gonna say Omega or Gamma. I like robots, which is why I'm screaming with joy that Armored Core is coming back. Oh, I thought I saved that. That would have been so cool. Yeah, I do kind of... I do have a soft spot for robots and AI. Like, I do like Sage, once I found out, like, what her deal was.
Use the mirror to help guide you.
Whoa! Okay. Intro says, thank you, love that cowboy asshole since I first saw him in Fighters, yeah. Honestly, he's a good pick. Like, he is an ass, but he's just he's a generically funny guy. I do like him as a character, because he's just like an asshole to be an asshole. He reminds me of my dad, honestly, now that I think about it. Just like, he's a dink. Not because he just is for, like, any sort of character development reason. He just is. Speaking of robots, Emerald and General are mad underrated. Agree. Hard agree there. All of the Sonic series robots really get the shaft. Kimosabe was saying playing some Sonic Adventure DX, I see, Dylan. Yeah, this is what you guys voted on this week. Next week, my plan is to play Sonic Triple Trouble on the Kega Game Gear. Not the Sega Game Gear, the Kega Game Gear, because I have to emulate it. The Armored Core cycle. Spend an hour making the perfect build, picking the coolest colors, only to get destroyed 3 minutes by the enemy. Oh. I am suddenly less interested in that game than I was 3 seconds ago when you said robots. Nidro was saying, I've never heard someone compare Fane to their dad. Well, you heard it here first. I was just saying, character trait-wise, they are kind of similar now that I think about it. It's kind of funny, because I wouldn't have thought that either. Like, that wouldn't have been the first thing to occur to me, but it's not that far of a stretch. I'm gonna have to tell him about that. Though he won't know who Fang the Sniper is. Intro guys was saying, oh snap, the OG version? Yeah! I'm playing the actual, like, 8-bit. I could play the 16-bit, probably will do that at some point in time, but not next week. Next week I'm reserving for the actual original 8-bit version because I love that game. It is, it's a jam. General is another one I'll add to the favorite list now that you remind me of him. Yeah, General gets the short stick, and as such, I can't really like evaluate him as a proper favorite character. Like, I do like him. I just haven't seen enough of him to really say like, oh, that's my favorite. You know. Kimosabe was asking about, have I heard about the new hide-and-seek mode in Among Us? It's insane. I've heard of it, yeah. I'm imagining that's going to make some pretty insane stuff. Oh yeah, the Gizmo designs, I love that. Like, that's one of the reasons like I love Detroit Become Human is the android designs, and they're really well done.
Yes.
But I'm a tech guy, so I love seeing well done art of like mechs and androids and that sort of stuff.
Yeah, not bad.
General was badass in the Zombie arc. 100% agree with you there, Juke, because General was just like, no harm's gonna come to Cream, and I don't give a damn what else happens. Like, even if I have to destroy myself, like, I'm gonna save her. I love that. Like, just overprotective to a T, and it's...
Whoa, what's
It's
this?
honestly kind of great.
A mural.
Ah, yeah, it's an old painting of a weird dude with a brain for head. A brain in his head. Unlike this idiot. But yeah, Detroit Become Human game quality is on point. Yeah, it is. I should stream that game one of these weeks, but I'm trying to give myself a little bit of a break from it.
This is
Because
really
I played it too
weird.
much and now I'm kind of over it. It's the same issue I had with Quantum Break, is I played it so much that I kind of broke it. And then I was like, this isn't fun anymore. This temple's on fire. We were talking earlier about hell on earth. Well, this is pretty dang close, wouldn't you say, Juke?
Why?
And 4T Cal's just here like, why?
Why did this happen?
Intro guys, oh, weird. This thing had a brain. I don't have one of those.
Terrible. I must stop this
Dynamic,
now.
fast-paced mech action is how Armored Core is described. I might have to look into that some more, honestly, Juke, because that sounds like it could be really interesting or really boring. Astral says, oh, Lord. Hey, as it says in my,
What was that all
most of my
about?
videos descriptions, like, dumb
I
jokes
don't
are
think I'm
guaranteed.
dreaming here.
Whether they're funny or not, who knows?
Hmm? Eggman! But what's he doing here? Well, never mind. This time I'll get him good.
Alright, apologies, folks. I do have to check something real fast. Okay. Alright, I just wanted to make sure if people were messaging me, I just wanted to make sure it wasn't anything, like, that important. Where the hell is my mouse cursor? There it is. Sorry about that, folks. As I said, people were messaging me, and I'm just like, that better not be. Good luck getting them. Only way to play them these days is through emulation. Lucky to have Armored Core 2 on PS2. Oof. Oof. Yeah, that's gonna put a hamper on it. Like, as I said, when I play Triple Trouble next week, it'll be on the Kega Game Gear. And yes, I'm gonna make that pun as many times as I damn well please. I'm known for bad puns. All of you just inadvertently signed yourself up for a whole shit ton of them. Whoops. I think I screwed up. There we go. You've been hit by a spoof. I have a feeling I'm missing a reference there, Kimosabe. I'm sorry. What pun? I don't remember. There's not enough memory in the memory card for that. Oh! Kega Game Gear. The Kega Game Gear. It's not Sega, it's Kega. My memory is horrible sometimes. I literally said that like 3 seconds ago and I'm already forgetting. Because I'm going to be using Kega Fusion to emulate it, because I don't have a Game Gear. And even if I did have a Game Gear, I can't stream from that. Oh, Michael Jackson. Okay, thank you. Astral laughing. I'm not sure if they're laughing at my lack of memory or at the joke or both. Either one's fair. They're both like very fair things to laugh at. So I said that, and then like 3 seconds later, they're like, "What pun?" And I was like, "Oh, your guess is as good as mine." All right, put Sonic through the spin cycle here. Yeah, even hedgehogs eat bads every now and again. Armored Core was one of those dead franchises like Silent Hill was, but now they're both back. Good time to be gamer. Yeah. It really is! Like, there's a lot of old franchises coming back. Like, I've heard good things. I want to, once the Christmas season is over, pick up the Kelowna Fantasy Reverie Collection, because I know I butchered that. The Kelowna Fantasy Reverie series, pardon me. Because I've heard really good things about that, and that's one series that's kind of, like, breathed life back into... Because that series just more or less disappeared from the face of the earth. I hadn't even heard of it before Fantasy Reverie became a thing. And then I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. So I might get that. But as I said, I'll have to wait for the Christmas season to be over. I'm laughing at there's not enough memory for that one. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, well... I'm glad that I made you laugh nonetheless. I was just like, I don't know which part of that you're finding funny. Because either or is perfectly valid. But yeah, my memory is shit. Kelowna is a good one, says both Juke and Intro Guys. Yeah! Would you guys want to see that? Let me know. Because I'm kind of curious if you guys would be like interested in me streaming that. If I do pick it up. Obviously that would be like post-Christmas, but Christmas is only like 15 days away. That's a thing. And for those of you who don't celebrate Christmas, merry, happy, whatever the hell it is you celebrate. Happy holidays. There's too many holidays going on all at once for me to keep track of all of them, so, have a happy whatever the fuck you have. I personally celebrate Christmas. Would be fun. If you like it, I'll definitely get it. Yeah. As I said, it'd be probably like January, for that, but we'll see. I can't wait for Christmas, says Ultimate Swearbush, then correcting themselves like, yeah, they can actually. Yeah, I can wait, like I am capable of doing so. Do I want to? Not really. Except for the fact that I have to pick up one more gift. I have to get my my grandfather something. So I do have to get him something before Christmas comes, and I just realized how little time I have to do that. So I'm kind of like, oh shit. Oh no. Do I have a favorite Christmas song? Asks Kimosabe. That's a really good question, because I do. It's for sentimental reasons. But I love the original Jingle Bell Rock. I do. I love that song. The reasoning behind it, I won't get into it too much because I don't want to start sobbing on stream, but my great-grandfather had a Santa Claus that when you push a button on it, it would start dancing along to that tune. And as a kid, I thought it was the coolest thing. So that song is just burned into my head as like the best Christmas song ever, because it reminds me of my great-grandfather, who has unfortunately left us. Juke saying, I'm tired of listening to Christmas music, honestly. Been hearing it since September. Yeah, that's why I listen to my own music when I'm like on car rides and stuff. Because like I don't want to hear Mariah Carey's Next Christmas 273 times. Yeah. Somehow I've yet to hear it once. Except for Skull's rendition of it the other day. I've somehow escaped Mariah Carey so far, but I'm gonna hear it. It's like, it's guaranteed. Christmas songs get old fast, except for that one. I don't think I'll ever get tired of Jingle Bell Rock, just because of the sentimental attachment. I could listen to that all the doo-dah day long, and other than sobbing, I'd be fine. Yeah, I never get people who like jump the gun on holidays. Like my mom, one of my family members is really into Halloween usually. And like the second that October rolls around, it's just like Halloween, and it's just like,
yeah, not bad.
Not quite. And like as Juke was saying, you know, the second September rolls around, it's just like, Christmas? Really? Not there yet. Kimosabe! I love that. All I want for Christmas is Amy's boots. Amy's boots. This is a cutscene I wouldn't usually get. This is cool.
Well, if it isn't my pal Sonic, I'm surprised you made it this far.
Hold it right there.
What are your guys' plans for Christmas, if I might ask? My plan for Christmas is the same as it always is. We go to, we do like our close family Christmas on Christmas Eve, and then we'll go to my grandparents for actual Christmas Day and do celebrations there. But I'm kind of curious if you guys are willing to share, obviously. What, if any, plans you have on the books for Christmas, because it is coming. It is coming soon. Coming soon to a place near you.
Get a load of this.
Yeah, your literal Amy's boots thing there, Kimosabe, was perfect. Should I remember, I asked Bindo about that the other day, because I was pretty sure that Iron Boots was a reference to something. It's not. It's not. It's just Vinny being Vinny. It's straight out of his own randomness. But anytime anybody says anything about iron or about boots, that's where my brain just goes now. My brain just lives.
See if you can make it through here.
There's a Vinny that lives in my head. It's your guys with the best plan ever. The plan is, there is no plan. That's fair. I personally, like, I say that facetiously because I'm very much one that likes plans. I plan out everything. So, personally, to me, that would be like my own little personal hell. Oh, shit.
No.
But that's also, like, very fair. And especially for the holidays, it's kind of like chaos. Chaos is the plan. Astral was saying, I plan on having Christmas at my house and then go over to their Nana and Papa's house. Okay. Yeah, I hope you enjoy it. I hope you all have a very Merry Christmas, or whatever you celebrate. As I said, there's a million holidays. Obviously, I won't be streaming that week because,
See if you can make it through here, Sonic.
Well, actually, it'll depend on when Christmas is, because I don't know what day of the week Christmas Day is. So, who knows? I might be alive, I might not be. I might take that week off.
Get a load of this.
We shall see. Laser!
See if you can make it through here, Sonic.
Ah, yeah, I can, Eggman. I've made it through here a lot.
Get a load of this. Get a load of this. Get a load of this. Get a load of this.
The birth of memes, everybody. Like, this is, like, literally the birth of the get a load of this meme. Right here. There we go.
See if you can make it through here, Sonic.
Oh, yeah! Get a load of that!
Get a load of this.
So, which thank you all for watching, by the way. I don't do that often enough, probably, but I do appreciate that you guys are tuning in. I hope you're having a good time. If you want to talk about anything, feel free to. Rules are pretty lax here. Just don't talk about anything, like, too incredibly divisive. Unless we can all agree to be civil about it. That's kind of like the big thing, is just like, be civil.
Get a load of this.
We don't need to target anybody here. We don't need to make anybody have a bad day. We're all just here to have fun and have a good time. Who here remembers that one guy that says the movie news?
It's no way.
That sounds familiar, but I can't place it. Shoot with the true line there. See if you can make it through here, Sonic. My perfectly placed tail that you can homing attack easily. This really wasn't a good plan, was it?
It's no use. Give up.
Yeah, it really. How he thinks that Sonic like has no way to him is kind of dumb, because he's just like, he has his tail out underneath him and it's like perfectly there for a homing attack. Oh crap.
Give up. No way.
Yeah! Alright. Eat dirt, Eggman.
Watch out! He's up to something.
Alright, I'm pretty sure he just goes for it. Got him! Yeah, exactly, Astral. Got him!
Hey, I'll play with you some
Yeah!
other time.
It even glows! It's glow in the dark! It's glow in the dark! Yeah, we're not giving up, that's for sure. Never gonna give you up. I could rickroll you all right now, but I'm not going to. Now, Sonic, we can do this the easy way, or we could do this the hard way. Yes. I don't think I can. He said it! He said the line! He said the thing! Thanks, intro. Yeah, hey, if there's anything you guys want me to try and say, like, in character, I'll absolutely give it a try, but, quality is not guaranteed. I'm also trying to talk through the music because the impulse to sing along is definitely there, and nobody wants to hear that shit. Because I think it's unskippable credits. Oh, yeah! I can't skip the damn credits! Big thanks to all of these people who don't work for Sega anymore, except for some of them still do. Like Yuji Uwaka. Oh yeah, this song is such a jam. Please don't copy strike me. I literally can't skip the song. I'm trying. If they copy strike me for this, it's gonna be like really rude. I think it was either see if you can make it through here, Sonic, or now we can do this the easy way, or we can do this the hard way, Ashley. Pretty sure it's one of those two things. Ah, yes, the lead A life designer. Oh, I was wrong. I'll play with you some other time, was the line. Whoops. Thank you for clarifying, intro guys, because I was kind of curious what line you were going for, and I was like, was it something I said? Was it something Sonic said, or what? I have no idea. There's someone who's definitely still around, Shunsanoi. Great musical artist. Yeah, half of these themes I don't recognize because they're like not thing. Imagine if Sonic Adventure was 16 bits. That'd be kind of cool. They've done ROM hacks like that. I know that for sure. There are ROM hacks of like Sonic Heroes, but it's 16 bits. I know there's Sonic Adventure in 8-bit, which is literally just like hell. One of the streamers I watch, though I usually don't watch his streams, is Red Hot Sonic, and he does a lot of like, will it work on real hardware? With mods, and one of them was like Sonic Adventure 5 for the Game Gear, and Sonic Adventure 7 for the Game Gear, and then there was a third one, and they were all the exact same game, and they all were pieces of shit. Like, he had such a bad time with that video. I feel bad for him. Yeah, this song is a really good song. All of the themes from this game are great. They really are. Alright, can I get back to the main menu?
Sega.
The Sega. Alright, let's go into Tails. Because of course I'm playing as Tails. I can't not play as Tails.
Here I come, Sonic!
Though I don't like his voice here, I'd like to point that out. I really don't like Tails' voice here.
Everything's
Yes.
looking great.
It doesn't
All
matter is a
systems
great
go,
theme for
full speed
Sonic.
ahead.
Cause he really like wouldn't give a shit if he's wrong or if he's right. He's just like, ah, whatever. There's nowhere to.
Uh-oh,
You're not gonna
what's
stop
this?
me even if I'm wrong.
No!
I've got to do the meme when it comes, of course.
I'm out of control.
Full Tails, like, I know it's the Emerald messing with his blade, but he's a very expert level pilot for being able to, like, not crash into anything except for a pile of sand. Watch out! You're gonna crash! Ah! Suddenly, Sonic!
Boy, you're lucky I saw you come down. So what went wrong anyway? It's not like you to crash like that.
Yeah, it's
Oh
just
no!
testing
My
a new
blade!
prototype
It's
power
broken!
supply.
Yeah.
It's not fully
Four
compatible
Tails,
yet.
like, he tries.
You can always
But
borrow
he
my
doesn't-
plane, the Tornado,
He
if you
definitely
want.
did underestimate the power
But if I
of the
can make
Chaos
this
Emeralds.
work,
Like, those
it'll
things have
run
unlimited
circles
power.
around yours. Check
You
out
put
the
it in
power
a plane.
supply.
What do you really think's gonna
It's a
happen?
Chaos Emerald. No way.
I was lucky to find one of the 7 Chaos Emeralds.
Watch out! Your
They
brain's
have
broken!
unlimited mystic powers.
I'm
Now
done.
I wanna learn that power to fly my plane.
Well, I'm glad that was seen as kind of
Let's go to my
funny.
workshop in the Mystic Ruins, and I'll show you what I've been working on. We'll go to the station, hop on a train, and get there in no time.
Alright. Let's play. Let's do this! See, this Tails has more than 2 tails, though. Just watch this. See? He has like 9. He is a proper Kitsune here. This is like all of the tails.
The train headed for the Mystic Ruins will be departing soon.
Alright, let's go to Tails' workshop. Gonna cheese this a little bit.
Well, well, well. If it isn't Sonic.
Yeah. I had a feeling that was probably a meme.
Pilot! I am Dr. Robotnik, the most cunning scientific genius in the world!
Yeah, right, Dr. Eggman.
Enough! I've been working on a master plan, but now it's time to put it to work!
Theme song reference.
That usually means trouble coming from you.
Don't even try to interfere this time. Give me that Chaos Emerald, or else...
Or else what, huh?
Or else
I'll take it from you the hard way. Is there an easy way to take things from somebody that they don't want to give to you? Like, I'm sorry, that's kind of redundant. Like, just be like, or else I'll have to do this the hard way. Or else I'll take it from you. Not, or else I'll take it from you the hard way. What's the easy way? Huh? Alright. Let's kick some Robotnik.
All systems, full
Bonk.
power! Ah!
Bombs? You want it? You got it! You don't even have to pay for these
All
ones.
systems, full power! Ah! He's not gonna get away with this!
I couldn't help the Zelda CEI reference there. Blows up!
All systems, full power! Ah!
There we go. I had iframes as I was doing the victory animation. That was kind of cool.
That was just too easy.
Gotcha.
Poor Tails.
Snagged it.
This is like what I won! Fair and square! How could this happen to
Chaos
me?
could use a little snap.
Ooh, dropping a big question here, Kimosabe. Which villain actually does their job better? Eggman Infinite, Memphis, or Eggman Negated?
Monster?
That's a good question. Eggman, like, has his moments, but he's very rarely an actual threat. Infinite, his whole storyline is, I'm weak, I'm not weak, I don't exist. So I can't really consider him a proper villain. Mephiles? Mephiles actually freaking killed Sonic. So I gotta give him credit. He actually freaking killed Sonic for a hot minute. Nega. That's Nega, not the bad word. Short for negated.
Thank goodness they're gone.
His whole thing is just like, I hate Eggman, but I'm also exactly like him.
You're right. Chaos
So he's like
must
Eggman,
stop.
but
And he can't
discount
be
store
keeping away from
Eggman.
Lord Emerald, right? So what do you say, Sonic?
So
Why
of
can't
that
Emerald
list,
be what
personally,
Eggman does?
I'd go for Mephiles. Because he actually freaking murders Sonic. You know, he's just like, oh, you want to get in my way? Laser! So he actually feels like a threat. Like, he's freaking half of a god. He's a threat, for sure. Eggman Negated is... He can be a threat in his own right, but his main thing is just like, I don't want to be Eggman, but I'm also exactly like him. Eggman, well, we all know his faults. Please don't clip into a death plane. I'm trying to do a cool skip here. Yeah! I missed the death plane! Ah, yeah! You didn't crash this time, Tails! Shook is back with dinner. Nice, what are you having? If I may ask, that is. I'm curious. But yes, Mephiles wins out of that list. Shit. There we go. I'm just like, where the hell is the death plane and why haven't I hit it yet?
Let's get going.
Oh, shit. Go.
Good
Go, go, Tails Ranger. Go, go, Power Rangers. Come on, go. This is a perfect level to go ringless. Well, I just died, so...
You made it.
I've honestly forgot I said I would do that. I'll have to do that, like, next level or something, because I already have rings. So unless I lose them, I have to do this level with rings. Alright, come on. So yes, this would have been a perfect. Yes, Wendy's pretzel bacon pub burger. I forgot you said that you had ordered one. Honestly, my memory is very, very short. Does Tails have plane insurance? Kind of. He has. He is backed by the manufacturer's warranty. You know, his plane is backed by a manufacturer's warranty. The problem? He made the plane. He is the manufacturer.
That wasn't too bad.
The train headed for Station Square will be departing soon.
But yeah, so he does kind of have the insurance in of, like, him being a genius. But he doesn't have, like, proper, like, Geico. I don't think there are any, like, proper insurance companies in Sonic's world, because too much stuff goes wrong too often. They'd never be able to make money. They'd just be constantly paying out. Alright, Casinopolis. Ah, yeah, it's time for you to go gambling, little buddy. Bonk. Ah, yeah, we're gonna break into the casino.
Come on, Tails.
Alright, now we're in the sewer.
Hey, hey, hey.
Wah. Go. Come on, Tails. Yeah, I'd imagine Tails definitely, definitely his smarts are kind of his plane insurance. There isn't a company who would, like, explicitly give him, like, proper insurance, though, because as I said, there's too much random shit that happens in Sonic's universe for any insurance company to, like, actively exist. Because the whole point of an insurance company is you pay them for something that's not likely to happen. And then if it happens, it's kind of like, oh, okay, you know, we're still making money. But in Sonic's world, it's just like, oh, you're paying us for something that basically will happen. And it's going to happen every Thursday, you know?
You made it.
Hey, you're not that Albert,
Tails.
Sonic, stop. Yeah. There's a couple weird lines in here. Wait! No! This is a race, Sonic. I don't wait.
Hooray!
And then suddenly Sonic is SpongeBob. Just, hooray!
Hey, Tails.
Right. But Dylan, money isn't canon apparently. I know. He said very displeased. I know.
That wasn't too bad.
I think it's bullshit. Oh, I knew that was sarcasm, Juke. But yeah, I think that's a load of bullshit. Like, there's gotta be some sort of monetary system in Sonic's world. We've seen it. We've used it.
The Chaos Emerald.
Get away from there!
Like in Sonic Unleashed, you buy things with rings. You know, my personal thought is that there are two kinds of rings. There are power rings, which are the ones that we collect that can, like, save our life. And then there's just, like, normal-ass gold rings that are
Sonic,
currency.
What happened to the Chaos Emerald?
Eggman got one of them, but the other one.
That's my personal headcanon.
He must be getting desperate.
Now the Emerald count is 2-1 and Eggman's winning. Let's get a move on.
There we go.
The train headed for the Mystic Ruins.
Let's
will
grab
be
the
departing
key.
soon.
The key! Bonk. Yeah, if money's not canon, then why is there a casino? That's my question, is like, if you can't bet anything or win anything, then there's no point. Juke says fishing tokens are currency as well, but I guess those aren't canon either. Yeah. Well, my thing is Sonic Team is really bad at keeping the canon together. That's why they hired Ian Flynn to do it for them. Because they can't figure out what they like and what they don't. They're really bad at keeping track of what they want to be real and what they want to be forgotten. So my personal thought is that's one of those things where it's just like, somebody was like, oh yeah, we should just delete that. And it was like the dumbest idea ever. Kimosabe was saying that Sonic and Tails woke up with a hangover, lol. Yeah, they did. That,
You made it.
that sleeping gas definitely knocked him for a loop. Also, Sonic's dead now. Sonic just ran straight into the avalanche. He's dead. He is D-E-A-D dead.
Hey, Tails.
How? the only one who saw that, right? He came out in the avalanche and he's perfectly fine. Of course he is. He's Sonic.
All right, Tails.
Shoot. I love that. Everything is canon, unless it's not. That is literally the Sonic team motto. Like the official Sonic Twitter put out a tweet one day, and it was obviously a joke, but still, that everything is canon. And it's like, oh. Well, also, they want you to forget about some pretty random things. You know? Like, I was so scared that in Sonic Movie 2, that they were just going to call Tails Tails. Like, I thought they were gonna forget that he had his real name. Because so many people, it drives me insane, but so many people call him Tails the Fox. He has a name. His name is Miles Prower. He just goes by Tails. Yeah, Sonic just went, Astral was saying, what do you expect from Sonic? And then Kimosabe was making a joke of it. Sonic just had a Mega Mind moment where he's just like, my death was greatly exaggerated. But yeah, I don't personally like when people call Tails the Fox. Yes, Tails is a fox, but he's not Tails the Fox. His name is Miles Tails Prower. I like that. It's different. Tails is different. And I love that they kept that, but I was so afraid when they were releasing Sonic Movie 2 that they were just going to call him Tails the frickin' Fox. And just lose that nice little bit of lore that Tails is, like, different. Juke, my yellowy orange heart melted when Sage called him by his real name. I love that so much. Like Sage is just like Miles Prower. It's such a little detail, but I love the hell out of it. Because on legal documents, in official logic, his name is Miles Prower, and Sage wouldn't know to call him Tails because Tails is a name he reserves for his friends.
Just hand over the emeralds you have. Quick!
You know? To everybody else, he's just kind of like, okay, you? Two-tailed fox boy? You know? Like, yeah. So other people call him Tails, like that's his common nickname. But still, like, Sage would know that. Sage would just know his, like, official, on his birth certificate name. Which is Miles Prower, which I love.
Whoa!
It's a nice detail.
The emeralds!
And they're all mine.
Put some respect on my boy Tails' name. Exactly, Kimosabe.
You two are
like, yeah, he doesn't like his real name. He doesn't. Let's face it, it's a pun. You know?
Hey, those are the Chaos Emeralds.
He's in on the joke. He's been in on the joke since day one. You know? But that doesn't mean it's not his name. Figures the Echidna versus Miles Arms Prower.
No one makes a fool out of me. Way to go, knucklehead.
Intro was saying, I never knew there was a Knuckles Tails fight. Yeah, there is. It's not very long lasted, but there is. People argue what this is. Because some people say that this is Tails dreaming up. You know, what if he was more active in Sonic's story? Because all of these stories happen at the same time, right? So, people claim that Sonic's perspective is the real one. Tails is just kind of sitting there useless. My perspective is that all of these things are happening. Like, Sonic and Tails are kicking Knuckles' butt. Just, Sonic doesn't focus on Tails, Tails doesn't focus on Sonic. They're just doing their own thing and giving Knuckles a beat up, you know? So I kind of combine the stories. But I see how people are just like, Tails didn't actually do anything. Like, a lot of people say this fight isn't canon, which I think is bullshit. I think Tails absolutely kick the ass out of Chaos 4. Especially because Sonic doesn't like water. Tails is fine with water. He can swim. Not well, but he can. And Sonic can't swim. He's a hydrophobe. He doesn't like water. So I think it honestly makes more sense that Tails fights this than Sonic fighting this does. Good thing Sluggish the Hedgehog stood by and did nothing there, yeah. That's the weird thing about the perspectives in this story, is like everybody else is just like standing around doing nothing. So it's really weird to think about how it all comes together, and it's all headcanon, so I can't really say much. Yeah, and I know Flynn has talked about it a little bit and said that more or less what I just said is canon. Like, you know, they all fought Chaos in his different phases. It's just Sonic is the only one who truly fights Chaos 6. Kimo Sabe was saying, I'd like to see more of the character Scourge the Hedgehog for future Sonic games. Scourge? I don't think we'll ever see him again. I really like to think that Surge the Tenrec from IDW is Ian Flynn's way of giving a certain finger to a certain creator of the Archie comics. But even though it hasn't proven that Kenders doesn't own shit, I doubt we're gonna see any of them again. Possible? Yes. Just not likely. I wouldn't bet on it. It'd be cool to see, yes. It would be very cool to see them actually using those characters again, but
Hey, we can't let him
gotta
get
face the
away.
fact that we haven't seen them in over a decade.
We'll take the tornado.
You know, they just kind of disappeared.
You guys go.
Yeah, and Surge definitely, like, as I said, it's definitely Flynn giving Penders the middle finger. Ah, yeah. What? You.
Let's get going.
Just Flynn will never say that because obviously, you know, he'd like to remain employed. And her design is nice.
Right
I
here for a
like
second.
Surge's designs toward the end of the Archie series. Like, they both have pros and cons. Let me put it that way, because I do like both characters as their own thing. But Surge belongs in IDW. Scourge belongs in Archie, and bringing either of them into, like, a game, it just doesn't seem right. Like, I don't think we'll ever see Tangle and Whisper in a game, other than, like, the mobile games. Like, we're not going to see them in Frontiers 2 or whatever comes next. You know, I really don't think so. Could we? Yes. Are we going to? I doubt it. I know that Scourge was in the comic, but I'd like to see him in the Indie Sonic game. Yeah, it'd be cool. It really would be cool to see, like, some of those characters, because they've sat on them for years, mostly because of Penders, because we all thought that he owned them, including Sega, and then somebody was like, you do realize that you own that, right? And then Sega was like, oh well, it's too late now. You know, we already hit the delete key, you can't undo it. And I think, yeah, anytime Flynn brings up anything Penders related, everything blows up. That's why he won't talk about it most of the time. If you ask him about any of Penders' kids or creations, quote unquote, you know, or Penders himself or anything like that, Flynn won't say much. Because, as I said, he would like to keep his job. So I can't blame him. You know, if I was in a position like that, if I worked at Sega, I wouldn't be talking about any of this shit. I'd just be keeping my mouth shut. know, that's above my pay grade, you know? Unless that's my explicit job, then I have no reason to talk about ex-creators and stuff for the series. Ultimate Spider Flush, I would suggest the IDW comics. Some people give them a lot of hate. There's definitely some good and bad things in it, but they're very well done. And I love the way they do Tales in IDW. I do. And that's why I am so excited for like the future DLC of Sonic Frontiers is Ian Flynn, or whatever else you think of Flynn. He does an amazing job with my Fox Boy. He does an amazing job with Tails. Yeah, the Kimosabe, that's a mod of Sonic Generations, just like a fan edit. There's edits of like all of this stuff. Flynn only talks about stuff he wrote when regarding characters like Scourge, yeah. And even then, he can't say much. Because, like, even though he did write that, he wrote it under Archie's book. Like, at that point in time, he was not quite on Sega's book. Like, he was kind of half Archie, half Sega. It's weird. Also, Tails' backstory. We interrupt this conversation to bring you Tails. Whoa! I'm sorry, if Sonic was going that fast, we would not be able to sit there for a second and go, and then turn back around and still see him. He'd be gone. He'd gone. Look at Tails, he's so happy. Yeah. I've read all of Archie, and some of it is just nonsense. So I can't blame Flynn for, like, not wanting to get into it, because, like, he tried to fix it. It was just such a mess that there was nothing to be done. And then Sega onboarded him, and then got IDW.
Back memories. I owe so
which,
much
other
to
than
Sonic.
the new rules,
Sonic
is a lot better. Like, I don't love the way they do Shadow, but that's the rule.
Wonder where he went.
Tails is like, notice me, senpai! Yeah.
Not powerful enough.
Exactly. But I do love this characterization of Tails. Like, Tails, he's just like, you know what? I failed, and that's okay. I've got to save Sonic's ass.
Looks like I'd better find one fast.
Looks like we better have a convenient plot point here. Yeah, exactly, Juke. Juke has a good point. Archie also suffers from going on too long. Anything, any sort of media, eventually expires, more or less. Like, you run out of new ideas. So you start recycling things. You start trying to blend things together. You start making nonsense.
Wow! There's a chaos
and then things stop making sense because you blended in literal nonsense, literal bullshit in your story to try and continue it. That's why, like, the first thing that comes to my mind of that, and this is completely not Sonic related, is Gravity Falls. Alex Hirsch, the creator of Gravity Falls, got a lot of shit when he revealed the last season of Gravity Falls that, you know, there wasn't going to be anything more of it. And he actually came right back out and he was like, you know what? I've told the story I want to tell. At this point, there's nothing more I can tell about this. Like, I've told the story I aim to tell. There's nothing more for me to do. I'm done. The story is wrapped. It's time to seal it. You know, if I continued it, it'd just be nonsense. It'd just be old TV tropes, recycled bullshit. None of us want to see that. You know, and that's kind of like, I give Hirsch a lot of credit for that, because even Disney gave him hell on that. He's just like, you know what? No, this is my show. It's over. We have Weird Mageddon, we have the big ending, and then it's just done. There's nothing else left. Summer is over. This isn't Phineas and Ferb. Summer doesn't last forever. Juke said that's the reason I stopped caring about postmodern comics. Shit's gone on for too long. Yeah. Because, like, don't get me wrong, I do like, I love comics. Like, I do love them trying to make good, and they can. Like, there's nothing saying that, like, things that go on for an extremely long amount of time can't be good. However, it takes a lot of people to make it good. You have to have new, fresh brains powering it. You have to have new material. You have to have new directions that you want to explore. And eventually you're going to run out of them. You're going to run out. That's just going to happen. And at that point, it's time to pivot in a new direction. You know, you don't just, like, torch. You know, you aren't going to be like, okay, and that's all the Sonic we've got. You'll just be like, okay, well, that's all of that story that we can tell. You know, time to start anew. Time to hit the reset button and just, you know, tell a completely different, unrelated story that is still good in its own right. I apologize if I blather a little bit there. Kimosabe was saying I like Gravity Falls. Gravity Falls is a great show. Gravity Falls is definitely a great show. And yes, Juke, I do remember that I forgot jet boosters. I will go back for those. I'm going to want them. Where the fuck are my... Where's my badge? I don't want to go to the fucking emerald pit yet. Oh, there it is. Yeah, the ugly ass ribbon. It's way too big for it.
Rhythm badge.
Tails.
To do
It really is.
tail attacks, hold the
Poor
action
Tails.
button down.
Not sure if I said this before, but are you excited for Sonic Prime, Dylan? Kimosabe? Yes! I am pumped for Sonic Prime. I chose not to watch. I know they're doing, like... They're doing a very weird release for Sonic Prime because they premiered it on Roblox today. And I chose not to watch it because I was just like, you know what? I'm just going to watch it on Netflix when it comes out. Properly. But from what I've seen from, like, the
servers are
the little teaser ads and stuff like that, I am so excited. Because I don't know if you guys have ever heard of a fan comic called Where Was My Hero? But it goes along the same path of, like, what if Tails had never had Sonic? What if Sonic just wasn't there? And I love that idea. I love Tails having no choice but to fight for himself and proving to all of the people who say, well, he's weak or, you know, he can't, isn't capable, proving to all of those a-holes that even if Sonic wasn't around, Tails would be fine. Sonic just helped him out.
But I'm still not sure what it
So I am so psyched.
But the number 7 is the same as
But
the
yeah,
number
like
of
the very
Emerald
first thing I thought of when I saw
Emeralds?
that version of Tails was like,
Forgive me, but I don't
that's
think we've ever
totally
met
Where
before.
Was My
I'm
Hero
Tikal.
Tails.
And you are?
Like, this is a Tails that never had Sonic, got the shit kicked out of him, and then just eventually he has the smarts, he has the power, and he's going to use it. So, and thank you for the tip, Ju. I found it by the time you said that, but still, thank you. How are you guys feeling about Sonic Prime? It's less than a week. I am so excited. I am so excited.
Where's the man?
Number one reason Dylan is excited for Sonic Prime.
Oh yeah, the Chaos Emerald. Perfect.
Yes. Big the
Tornado
cat.
2 up and raring to go.
Alright, cool. Where do I go now? Speed Highway. Okay. Saw the first episode. I liked it, but the ending annoyed me. Cliffhanger. Of course it's a cliffhanger. They want you to come back, my dude. Which, in saying that, I also hate
You finally
cliffhangers.
got an emerald. You must hurry and finish the tornado.
Like, I can't stand cliffhangers. I really can't. If I ever do wind up finishing Quantum Break, it ends in a cliffhanger, and it drives me insane
has come
to
at
this
last.
day.
This new plane should work a lot better. I've ironed out most of the
but yeah.
problems.
Unfortunately, it's bound to end in a
So,
cliffhanger.
here
They want you to
goes.
come back,
Emerald, do your
but
stuff. Ready, Sonic? Here I come.
I hate them. I can't blame you for being like, why? Especially when you have to wait. Like, I don't mind cliffhangers when I can get that sort of, like, immediate answer. Like, when I was watching, when I was reading through Archie, I got a lot of cliffhangers, but I could always go to the next issue because it's all been written by now, you know. Next week is several years in the past, you know. Oh, a very unnatural cliffhanger. Ouch. Yeah, that's probably intentional, though, unfortunately. It's kind of a common television trope that they will, like, just be like, and that's all we're gonna tell you. If you want more, you gotta come and watch it. It's so stupid. From the trailer for Sonic Prime, I think it was supposed to be released on the 11th, so tomorrow. I don't know. There was a little bit of speculation that it had been leaked a little too early, but I'm still all for it.
Now, what do you say we nail those guys?
Juke says it just kind of ends. Felt like there should have been a little bit more than a cliffhanger. That's also, like, I do want to point out that's, like, a common issue with Netflix shows. Because Netflix shows, unlike usual shows where it's just like, oh, you get an episode every Saturday at such and such o'clock. It's every month you'll get a whole bunch of episodes that are meant to be binge-watched together. So there are a lot of, like, lazy cliffhangers that are there because they know that you're going to watch the next episode. It's next in your queue, you've got nothing better to do, you're just going to binge through a series of, like, 10 episodes. And, at that point, it will make sense. But if you see just one of them out of place, it will feel very unnatural. Like, when I started, there was one Netflix show that I loved once I got into it, called Travelers. And it had the same issue. Every single episode would end on the most unnatural cliffhanger. It would end in, like, the middle of a fucking sentence. But it knew that you were always going to be watching the very next episode. You know, and, like, at the end of every 10 episodes, there was, like, a proper cliffhanger to be like, okay, and that's it for this month, come back next month for the rest, you know? Oh, you're talking Sonic Prime official. Yeah, it's 5 days. 5 days. It's not very long.
Haha. So far, so good.
Hope you know what you're doing.
You bet. Watch this. Transforming now. Whoa.
Yeah, so the trailer being released now makes sense. It's only like a little less than a week away. I don't know. So yeah, that's just common Netflix tomfoolery. I've said this a million times about on topic of Airplane. On top of just Airplane, I would love, modders, hear me out. I want Tails in, like, Microsoft Flight Simulator.
When life gives you lemons,
I
don't
really
make
do.
lemonade. Make life take the lemons back.
Thank you for using that command. I love that one. I really do. But yeah, I would really love to see Tails in, like, a proper flying game. Which is why I am considering just doing Tails Sky Patrol. With, Sonic Triple Trouble next week. Because that's, like, the closest thing we've gotten to a Tails flying game. Well, I'd love, like, Tails in Flight Simulator, you know? And with the tornado, obviously. Juke was saying the character they introduced with the cliffhanger sung even more. Please don't tell me who that is. I don't want to know. Oh, Tails, you and your lemon, says Kimosabe. Yeah, Tails doesn't... Well, when Robotnik just dumped a box of lemons on his doorstep, he's just like, what the fuck am I gonna do with these? They're useless! And then he's just like, you know what, I'm gonna blow up your base with them. Alright, cool.
Coming in tight.
Tails, we gotta land on the egg carrier.
Uh-oh.
We got a problem here.
What now?
I forgot to put in the landing gear.
Whoa!
Okay, I have so many questions about this scene. I have so many questions. Like, why didn't he transform back?
Wow,
So that
this
he
thing
could
is
use the
really
landing gear?
huge.
Why is the landing gear inaccessible in that mode? Why didn't
No
Tails
time to
think
stop,
of
Sonic.
that?
We gotta find
310 IQ Fox.
You're right, pal. Let's
We
get
all have
busy.
stupid moments. I've done dumbass shit. Don't get me wrong. So I can't, like, I don't need to chastise my, you know, my adorable floof boy, but, like, can't you think of that?
Don't get
It's
any
Kratos. Kratos and Sonic Prime.
You have
Look
no
us!
idea what this vessel can do.
Honestly, that'd be kind of, like,
How about I give you a little
So-
sample?
unpredictable, unexpected. That would honestly be kind of cool. Like, that's a crossover nobody would see coming. And for that, it would be so damn cool.
Whoa! Hey, it transformed.
Like, I don't know
Did you
much
see
about
that?
Kratos, but I do know, like, of him. I've seen people
Now,
play
how are we gonna get to the
the
bridge?
God of
I
War
hate it when he
games.
doesn't listen
Um,
to me.
And I think it'd be really
I guess you
cool
weren't expecting that,
if they
were
kind
you?
of, like,
There's only one way to get
tried
to Sonic,
that.
and that's through the
We're just
sky.
like,
I
what
doubt that you
if
can make it.
Sonic met Kratos? I don't care whose
you.
universe it happens in.
Just watch me. Bring
really
it on,
don't.
Eggman.
I just think it's a cool, as I said earlier, it's a cool thing, crossovers, because crossovers mean
So,
that
this
characters
must be
can
the
meet
Skydeck, huh?
that would never, not ever, meet under any normal circumstances. Sonic Prime is actually God of War Ragnarok too.
Come on, Tails.
But yeah, that's funny. As I said, like, I wouldn't honestly be opposed to that. It would be a neat little thing. And they'd have to get around, like, how to actually do it properly. Like, I want it well done, but, you know, like, I don't want a half-baked idea.
Hey, hey, hey.
Fuck. But I think if you did it properly, it could be, really cool.
Let's get going.
Ragnarok is happening again! I'm sure it's not meant to be said in that tone of voice, but I'm just like, let's just do the classic, like, somebody freaking out about something. Was Tails? No or not? Well, gateways. Oh! Do I know if Tails has a super form in Archie? Yes, he has several. The most disturbing of which is Titan Tails, which is what you get if you blend all of the Tailses of the several multiverses together, and it's horrifying. I'm not showing that on stream. Don't worry. Don't look it up. But yeah, Tails does get super forms several times in the Archie series of different validities. He does get like a more proper one sometimes. He'll get like a discount form like he got in Heroes a couple times. You got things like Turbo Tails, like Duke just mentioned. That's kind of just Tails but faster. So he is definitely there. Your love is my love, my love is your love. We share the same love, so let's all go hug your tails. Sonic crossing over with the most violent video game series was being quite interesting. Yeah, I'm just like, what if we took the like a very peaceful franchise and crossed it over with like murder? My brain works on weird things. If Sega is listening to that, they're probably like, no, way, not ever. Yes, Fleetway is not in Archie. That's a common misconception. Fleetway is its own thing. Fleetway is actually the distributor of the European Sonic the Comic. So it's a completely separate thing. It's a separate production. Both are authorized by Sega. Sonic the Comic, aka Fleetway. I really do like the way they approach Super Sonic, albeit a little weird.
Too bad.
I do know about it. I've read all of Archie and all of Fleetway. I binge read both series during the pandemic. But I do want to point out that like Fleetway is its own thing.
Sonic,
It's
we
not
should check
tied
out
into
the
the Archie
bridge.
universe at all. It's honestly even more. If you think Archie is screwed up, Fleetway is worse. Fleetway is like, it binds itself by weirdness. It binds itself by the weirdness. Like, Tails is a god in that dimension, just by natural. Like, he is the god of his dimension, but he can't stay there. Which is also very weird.
Tails!
The gun just stops firing when Tails is point blank. Eggman builds the most useless mechs. Well, I mean, I guess it makes sense that he'd build in, like, a safety mechanism so that, like,
That's
if
the
it
Chaos
broke
Emerald.
down or something, it would shoot at him if he was in range. But he really should have programmed it better so that no
This is
difference
all I
between,
really
you know,
need.
giant,
Gamma?
fat
What is your
scientists
wish,
and
Master?
tiny little adorable orange fox. You know.
Get rid of these pests. Give them all you got.
Aye, aye, Master Robotnik.
I'll leave it up to you, Gamma.
Now this is one character that I would have really loved to see do Leo now, so I'm gonna do it for him. Once it actually starts. Oh no. Oh no.
Resistance.
Oh no. 300 IQ must be a lie. He's got like 12 at the most. Yeah. My headcanon is
Stop, Tails!
two things. One,
Move aside, Amy.
he,
Get out
and
of
this
the
is actually
way.
an adopted
No.
headcanon.
This robot
He,
is my friend.
like, was joking
He helped
around
me.
in a
Don't
bar
hurt
with some
him.
friends, and somebody asked him what his IQ was. And half drunk, he was just like, 300!
Oh, okay.
His IQ's like
if
30.
You say so.
He
You
added
have your
an extra
reasons, I
0.
guess.
Because he was drunk. And then he just backed it up.
Hey, this ship
He was
is
just like,
losing
yes,
altitude."
I do! 2,
Hurry,
if
Tails,
Eggman
take Amy and
does
get out of
seriously
here.
have a 300
Well,
IQ,
what about you?
or even if he
I'll
doesn't,
find Eggman and put a stop to
Tails
his
has an
evil
IQ
ways.
of 310, at least. Slightly smarter than Eggman, not enough to be like, you know, hey, you know, should win against him, like, constantly sort of a thing, like, but definitely enough to stand his own in his own right and be a better thinker, to put it bluntly. Like, in my headcanon, Tails has an IQ of 310. Who would win in a battle if it was a thing? Fleetway, Supersonic, or Shadow? Oh, Fleetway would kick Shadow's ass. I'm sorry, Vinny. Especially if it's, like, just plain old Shadow. Like, if Shadow has his super form, he'll at least be able to stand a chance. But if it's Fleetway Supersonic versus just plain old everyday Shadow, no way in hell. Fleetway straight up destroys his home universe. That's how Fleetway, spoilers for part of Fleetway, but during one of the Fleetway comics, though it is retconned and undone, Fleetway Supersonic literally destroys his
That's
multiverse.
Eggman. I wonder what happened to
He just-
Sonic.
God. So Shadow, especially in normal form, stands no chance in hell.
I'm finished. Chaos was defeated, and now my egg carrier is ruined. No matter.
If it was a
I will
coolness
destroy Station
contest,
Square
yes, you're
anyway.
right, Juke. Shadow drives motorcycles, which would make him cooler. But yeah, freaking Fleetway is scary. Fleetway is, I don't know if you actually know the context behind Fleetway Supersonic, but the idea is, in Fleetway universe, the Chaos Emeralds are containers of energy, but explicitly
If that
negative
missile's launched,
energy.
Ready?
They contain the pure chaos and rage of the universe, basically. That's their job. So going super in the Fleetway comic is literally losing your goddamn mind. Like, you just get taken over by this swath of just, like, chaos and anarchy and destruction
no,
and
it was a
nonsense.
dud. I can't believe this. I'll go and deal with this myself.
No way! I can't believe this! My missile failed?
oh no!
It's
I better
almost
get to
like-
that missile before he detonates it.
I suck at this! That can't be. This scene right here is one of my favorites. I see it, and it's so within Tails' reach.
I've got to get it before Eggman. The fate of Station Square depends on me. Sonic! I've changed a lot since I started hanging with Sonic. But I can't depend on him forever.
Yeah, if Super Shadow
I know
were
I can do
in
this
there,
by myself. Okay,
then
Eggman, bring it
he
on.
stands a chance. I will definitely give him that. However, Fleetway Supersonic and normal Supersonic are not
You
the
think
same
you can keep up
thing
with me?
at all.
What? He's caught up. Goodbye, Tails. I've got you
So
now.
Fleetway would kick normal Supersonic's ass into Oblivion too. Like, I'm not saying Shadow's weak. I'm just saying Fleetway is freaking powerful. Because as I said, he literally destroys his own universe. One person isn't going to be enough to stop it. It took a whole legion of people to put the world back together. And it takes a sorcerer and their weird-ass grandma to keep him subtle. Like, to keep him, like, contained. Because they eventually, like, split Supersonic and Sonic into two separate entities to save the world. I won't get into it. I don't want to spoil. Supersonic did defeat, like, the literal embodiment of, like, Doom. He faces the End, which is literally, like, the Void incarnate, or at least that's what it calls itself. But it's kind of like, Fleetway just snapped. Fleetway has the Thanos snap. He wouldn't have to fight the End, he'd just be like, and you never existed. You know, just one Thanos snap and you're good. Plus that level is a pain in the ass. I hate that level so much. Scaling is off with the super forms because we never see the boost. That's true. That's something that the comics actually do give us. And it's something that we kind of get in Frontiers a little bit. We get the idea that Supersonic isn't entirely invulnerable, which is something that is there sometimes, but it's forgotten a lot of times. That Supersonic, yeah, he's pretty damn indestructible, but he's not invulnerable to everything.
What?
There's things that can break through his shield.
Goodbye, Tails.
You know, like Dark Gaia level threats can just break through him, and that's fine. I might have seriously just lost to Egghead. I think he's rubber banded to me so that it's like next to impossible for me to lose, but I could be wrong. I could just be screwed.
You think you can keep up?
I remember that streamathon from Sonic Song 182. Imagining... This is my escape. I'm burning up your world, and I'm not looking back because I know what... I can do what no hogs have ever done, and I'm made of jello. Damn. I'm imagining that's like the start of, like, the gel hog. I don't think I'd seen that one.
Tails, wait
I didn't get into Sonic Song until, like, October of 2020? No. Yes? No. October of 2019. I'm a year late. Because it was just as, like, the pandemic was really becoming a pain in everybody's... Come on!
You can keep up with... me? What?
I don't even remember what I was saying, because now I'm just pissed.
Tails, wait for me!
'Cause that was a dumb death. It was my own damn fault, but it was a dumb death nonetheless. Okay, up. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Eggman's rubber banded to me, so I shouldn't be, like, on too much of a time crunch. There we go. Yeah, that's when Shadow the Gellhawk was born, lol. Yeah, I probably wasn't around at that point in time.
That wasn't too bad.
Juke was saying they watched Sonic Song way back in the day when I was super young. I don't really watch it anymore, though.
Oh,
yeah,
no!
I watch it because it's kind of funny. I mostly watch their Fun Friday stuff because that's just, like, random nonsense. But I don't watch, like, a lot of the Ask the Sonic Heroes or stuff like that. I will now and again, and some of it is really good, don't get me wrong. But it's not always, like, quite as funny. Like, watching nonsense happen live, you can't beat that, you know? I love watching things just go insane.
I'm not scared. I'm not scared. I can do this.
Tails was totally scared. But I love this. Like Tails is just like, you know what? Yeah, I'm scared to death, but I'm not gonna let that stop me.
Get a load of this.
Ow. There we go. It wouldn't let me attack.
I can't believe this.
You better believe it. 'Cause I'm gonna whack you a million pieces. Yeah, so I knew a little bit of the Gellhawk, but not the, like, exact moment it got born. I honestly thought it was some dumb thing Demon did.
Get a load of this. Get a load of this.
Sonic Frontiers reference here, guys. Yeah, I mean, technically. The Eggwalker could definitely be, like, a freaking Titan. Except for on a much smaller scale. Ow.
Get a load
Ow!
of this. Get a load
Can
of
you
this.
not? Can you just
I
not?
can't believe this. He's not gonna get away with this. Get a load
Yes,
of
stomp
this.
your
Get a
feet.
load of this. Get a load
Everybody
of
stomp
this.
your feet!
No way. I can't believe
I
this.
see one of the family members actually literally complied with that. That wasn't the intent. Hit 1991 game Sonic Frontiers. Haha.
Get a load of this. Get a load of this. Get a load of this.
Actually,
No way. I can't believe this.
I think you're a few years behind, my dude. Hey, if they could do that in 91, that'd have been insane. Like, that would have seriously made today's gaming a lot different if something like Sonic Frontiers could have been pulled off on, like, a Genesis.
the day! You're the best!
Though
I
Genesis,
did it all by myself.
for its worth, does run at 60 frames per second. Just not the kind we're used to. It runs at 60 hertz, which means, yeah, its graphics are displayed at 60 frames every second, because it thinks in 60 frames per second. Literally everything happens every 1/60th of a second. So physics are at 60 frames per second. Processing is 60 frames per second. Graphics are 60 frames per second. Like, literally everything. Eggman when he gets the wrong order food. No way! I can't believe this! I ordered a Wendy's pretzel bacon pub burger, not this bullshit! I prefer version 1 of the song. If you prefer version 2 of the song, that's also fair. They're both great songs. But I love Believe in Myself B1. And I'm definitely probably going to sing along with it. Even though I'm going to try not to. Because it is a good song. Like, very heartwarming. But yeah. Just imagine, I'm literally thinking now, like, if Frontiers had been a thing in the Genesis era, like, what would that mean for gaming today? Like, that'd be insane. Eggman's so smart, but he can't believe anything, good lord. Yeah, he can't. No way. I can't believe this. I'm smart? That's insane. I went a little British Eggman there for a moment, but that's what I did. That's what I get for talking too much. Haha. I think that's enough of that. I do want to ask you guys, what are you thinking as far as what we should do? Because I can definitely keep going, but that's up to you guys. Thank you, Juke! Thank you! Agree! Hard agree. Version 2, like this song, it feels like Tails could have written it. It feels like Tails. It's nice, it's upbeat, but not, like, annoyingly so. It's about his growth and his want to proceed and, like, excel in life. Version 2 is just... it's a remix, and it's a bad one. I'm sorry. It's really bad, because all you can hear the whole time is just the freaking guitar going insane. Like, that's Sonic's thing. That's Sonic's thing, not Tails's. Tails would play, like, the keyboard, and I don't mean, like, the piano, I mean, like, a literal keyboard. Like, he'd use sound effects and have, like, a soundboard sort of thing. And then so, but yeah, I love version 1. Version 1 is the first version of it I heard. How much longer can I go? I can go... well, that depends on if I can math. I can go for like 2.5 more hours, honestly. Because I don't have to stop until 8. However, I do need to check something because I know Skull wanted to go live, so I don't want to like go for too long. Game over, yeah! Please tell me that stage. It gave me the Emblem, so it should.
Sega!
Oh no.
Sega.
It doesn't. There it goes. It didn't want to come back online. But yeah, I can go for several more hours if that is what you guys want to do. Let me start a poll. Kimosabe says I could show us more of my plush or action figures. I honestly don't have that many, admittedly. I honestly showed like most of them. So I'm gonna ask you guys and then I'll ask Skull, because I know Skull wanted to go live today too, so I don't want to like overlap with him. So let me know what you guys think. And then I will ask Skull what his plan is. But yeah, I can show you what I have, but none of it's changed, admittedly. So let me know. I hope you're all having a good time. Okay, so I did just get a message from Skull that he's about to go on soon. So what I'm going to do is we're going to raid him, is the idea. However, your votes are not in vain. Your votes are not in vain at all, because I am going to keep going until he does start. So we're going to start Knuckles' story. We're probably not going to finish it. And then we're going to raid Skull. So that's going to be the plan. So, yeah, so don't worry, your votes are being listened to. I'm not going to be that douchebag. We're here, we're going to play as Oh Fuckles It's Knuckles, and then we're going to go and watch Skull 902, a much more experienced streamer. So thank you guys so much for coming on, coming around and hanging out with me. It means a lot. I'm having a lot of fun. I hope you guys have had fun. If you have had fun, consider hitting that like button, hitting that subscribe button, ringing that notification bell, all that fun stuff that keeps us YouTubers living and breathing. I don't know why I was
given this job, why it was my fate. Destined to be here forever.
Just a sleepy boy.
What the?
But aw, shit! It happened again!
What's going on here? Oh no! Something's happened to the Master Emerald!
Juke was saying I'll come on the Skull stream for a little bit, but I'm gonna play Chivalry 2. Yeah, you're not, like, I don't mean to force you to like go over there. I just think it's nice for me to kind of support a fellow creator. He is definitely a good guy. And I think
no fair.
it's nice if I kind of spread the level around a little bit. You know, you guys are being nice enough to join me, so I kind of want to, you know, give somebody else a little bit of that love too. But I get it. If you gotta go, you gotta go. If you want to play a game, go ahead and do that. You know, you're not obligated to do shit.
Like it.
You know, I can't make you do anything, and I would.
Without the Master Emerald's power, this whole island will fall into the ocean.
Yes, Kimosabe, I said the thing. I said, oh, Fuckles, it's Knuckles. And there you have it again. Calm, the god of peace. Interrupts fingers the echidna snap. Yeah. Chaos, what did I... Chaos, what did I tell you about waking me up? I'll wake up when I want to wake up, okay? There's literally no one else here.
Pieces of the Master Emerald.
I'm the last fucking echidna, and you're a blob of water.
It won't be
no one
easy.
is going to touch the Master
You are
Emerald.
everywhere. Guess I better start looking anywhere I can.
That's not helpful. I don't remember where I'm supposed to go. So no Knuckles is Adventure Speed Highway. Goes in a really weird order. Okay. I need an ID card to get there. Oh, right. No, I don't. It's just all the way down. I remember. Yeah, I also like to point out Chaos. Chaos is... This is my new bit now, interesting. Inversing names. I like it. I do. Just Chaos, the god of destruction, becomes Calm, the god of peace. Ultimate Spider-Flush is asking, why is Knuckles
Keep your
red?
eyes on the radar to find the
I
pieces of
have
the emerald.
no idea. I think the explicit reason is the color contrast. Because Sonic's blue, so red is pretty high contrast to blue. Because they did kind of try and pick contrasting colors to the main band. Just for screen estate things. There's an emerald that way. Have I seen Sonic Nazo Unleashed? No, but I've heard of it.
The tanks on the building tops can be
I need to
broken
watch
if you
that.
push them.
That's one of those, like, I'm very behind when it comes to memes of any kind.
This way.
Oh shit! I didn't see you. Takal, you can't help me if I don't freaking see you.
This way.
Oh. Alright, so it's back this way somewhere. Oh, I see it. But yeah, as far as Knuckles being red, that's just kind of his thing. I'm imagining it's like a graphics choice. Like, Tails is orange because that is the direct contrast of blue. Like, if you draw a line across the color wheel from blue, you get orange. Yes, I'm
Tanks
cheating.
on the building tops can be broken if you
I
punch
know, Tikal. We know. We know! Just that moment from Sonic Lost World. Dragon Ballification of Sonic is always fun to see. Yeah. Like, I know, like, some of the premise of it. I've just never had time to actually sit down and watch it. And remember.
this way.
You know, both of those things are required. Shadow telling Nazo that he's going straight to hell was my favorite line. Yeah, I do kind of like when Shadow does stuff like that. I'm not gonna lie. Just, you're going straight to hell! Like, it's so edgy, it's funny. Duh. Alright, I'm gonna take a mulligan here.
The tanks on the building tops can be broken.
I feel like I got a really shit generation now, so I'm gonna take the mulligan. I also don't know where I'm going. It's been too long since I played this game. Evidently. But it's okay. We'll figure this out together! Together we can find the emerald shards. Oh, there's something this way. Oh, there was something this way. It's back that way. Oh. I know where this is. Or do I? I think it's in one of the cars. Ow. Not that one. Alright, Skull, help me out. Help!
This way.
Alright, up. That's how SADX was born. Isn't that like just Sonic and Shadow fused, basically? Because I've heard and seen SADX, so I'm pretty sure that's the deal. Alright, so Skull's live, so I need to finish this freaking level.
Emeralds can be found in
I know!
broken by a punch.
Brent would make so much fun of me for this, because he'd be done 7 times by now.
Keep your eyes on the radar to find the pieces of the emerald.
So yeah, we'll finish this level and then we'll go raid Skull. He's playing Star Fox Adventures. Unfortunately, it does not have Tails in it. It should. Ow. Oh, hey. Getting a ping. Good thing. Alright, cool.
Found it.
Thank God. It only took me 3.5 minutes. Rounding down. That's
Good enough.
bad. Alright. Alright. We're gonna go and raid Skull, because he's starting up. Thank you guys so much for coming by. Thanks to Kimosabe, Juke, Ultimate Spire Plush. We also had intro guys stop by. We had feel like I'm missing people. Sorry. If I'm missing you, I apologize. We do appreciate you coming by. I appreciate everybody who watches this live or on the VOD or whatever. Let me know. Next week we're gonna be doing some Sonic Triple Trouble, maybe Tales of Sky Patrol if I can find it. That'll depend on if I can get it working and that sort of fun stuff. But for now, we're going to go and raid Skull 902. Our raid message is going to be Tails the Space Fox, because why not? So thank you all for coming by. Let's go have some more fun, possibly. If you don't want to watch Skull stream, you do not have to. I just suggest you do. He's a good guy. He's a good man. He does a lot of awesome stuff. Today he's playing Star Fox. So I'm just going to do a dumb little raid message, Tails the Space Fox, because I really think that Tails should be in Star Fox, because he's, as Kimosabe said, Fox is in the name. But that being said, I think that's plenty enough blathering out of me. So thank you guys so much for coming around. I hope you had fun. If you did, please consider hitting that like button, hitting the subscribe button, turning on your notifications so that you can get notified when I go live, hopefully, if YouTube isn't a pain in my ass. Until next time, I've been Dylan Bradley, and this has been a stream. Take care, everybody, and have a good day.